Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, pimp strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah. I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us.
Chad, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Should I actually move that set a little bit back there? Chad, long weekend. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is good. Clocks have been turned back, and hope you guys are excited that we are going to start catching pips earlier now in the morning and not so late anymore. So Keegs, how was your weekend, my brother? Good?
Good, brother. Good and relaxing, but it almost felt too long, eh? Funny enough, I was actually missing it. Like, I needed to get back to work, but it was good otherwise.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Chad, I hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Just remember the reason for the season. And I don't know how this mic, just give me 1 second. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. Just some admin. The Vault Funder code was purely for Easter, but we'll do another discount code for you guys in this week, next week. So I hope you guys grabbed your accounts at 40% off, Chad. But we're going to get going here very, very quickly. And firstly, we're going to see what's on the economic calendar for today. So yesterday, I think it was a bank holiday across the board. So for those machine gunners in that peach group, I hope you guys came out unscathed. Some of you need to go and touch some grass today. But anyways, Chad, this week we've got, or today, let's firstly look at today. We've got some CPI numbers coming out at 2 out of the German zone. So that is one thing to consider. Expecting an actual increase in the CPI figure for month on month, and then a drop year on year. So that's one to monitor. Then we've got some JOLTS job openings a little bit later this afternoon, 4 o'clock. So that's about half an hour after the open. And then we've got a big deck of Fed speakers coming on deck today. So that's another one to watch out for. We've got Bowman, Mester, Williams, and Daly all speaking right after one another. So could see some spikes in the market there. Then Wednesday, we've got CPI coming out of the Eurozone. That's ECB territory. Then we've got ADP, employment change, and then we've got some ISM. So beautiful, beautiful deck of data for this week. And then Thursday, Kiggs, is it NFP week?
NFP week, baby.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's why ADP is coming on deck. Just give me 1 second, Chad. Just want to see Thursday. All right, Thursday. Again, we've got Barkin, Gouldsby, Kashkari, and Mester on again. So it's gonna be a volatile week. Sweeping day, tomb sweeping day in China on Thursday. So nothing's gonna happen there. And then Friday, obviously the big one, NFP, guys. So a little bit too early to start talking about NFP, but just looking at the expectation, they're expecting 200k, which is positive, even though a massive beat on the previous one, 275. So that's one to look out for, but we will get you guys prepped and ready for that. So don't stress too much about NFP. What's happening here? Okay, that's odd. All right, Chad, back to the charts. Let's get going here and let's see where we are. I already prepped over the weekend, so weekly bias for me on the dollar is bullish. And why am I bullish? You can clearly see that we've broken out of this resistance area, so broke out of that. Chad, just let me know, how's the audio? Is the audio good? Music feels very loud. I don't know on my side. Keeks, how's your mic? Just want to check your levels.
Quite good on my side, brother.
Yeah, that sounds good. Before we forget, Chad, let's actually just pray. Let's get the invite the creator in here. Almost forgot about that. So, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. In Jesus' name. Can I just get confirmation? There where two or more are gathered in my name, there I shall be. And if they are in agreement, amen, amen. Beautiful. It is at Running Waters. 6:30. So it must meet us at 6. Beautiful, Chad. Thank you for that agreement. Now we can get going. So DXY for me, I'm bullish on the week.
Back now.
We already broke out from this weekly resistance. Last week closing bullish. And yesterday when I was checking the charts, we already broke the previous weekly high. So for me, very, very simple going into today. We've got these two levels here on the ranges. And either we're going to reject here to come a little bit lower, or this is going to be the bottom for the day. And we're going to move to 105.19.6. Music is okay, but it feels loud somehow. It feels loud to me as well. But Chad, you guys can just let me know if the music feels a little bit overwhelming. Daily time frame actually gapped up little to no bottom wick. But again, this is the level that we're going to monitor, 104.65. Very, very simple for me. Bullish on the day, bullish on the week. 5-minute time frame. Let's quickly establish our Asia ranges, and then we're going to take it from there. Let me actually just delete these Asia levels here. So gap still open. I would love for that gap to first be closed. We've got Asia highs already taken. We've got Asia lows untapped. And very, very simple for me. I would love for that gap to first be closed. Sorry, that's, oh my goodness, Chad. Sorry, dyslexia hitting me very hard this morning. So I would love for us to come and first trade back into that gap. Daily pivot all the way down here. So still an open gap here as well. So flip, there's your Sunday open gap. We've got a gap here. So actually I would love for this to trade a lot lower. Even potentially come and close these gaps. But let's see. Clocks have been turned back. Let's see how the market reacts on Tuesday after the long weekend. US 30 weekly time frame for me is bullish. Why am I bullish? I was bullish last week and the week before. No, the week before that we were neutral. Again, this is a pure breakout setup, and we can expect the weekly to potentially even come all the way back down here to come and retest this breakout level on the weekly. But I'm still bullish on the week. We already took out the weekly high, now trading down lower. Daily time frame for me is neutral, purely due to the fact that we did not close above this previous resistance area. We have not closed below this previous support area, and we still have this entire zone that we can potentially retest to then continue higher. We can only really get bearish if we get something like this on the daily, where we break back into this range, we retest this previous breakout zone, and we trade lower. Up until then, this area can still be support, and I'm still bullish on the week. Daily, technically, we should be bearish. The only thing is, Chad, you can see here previously breakout range. So I've got a weird feeling we're going to get exactly the same here. We're going to go into a range, and potentially NFP on Friday is what's going to push us. Maybe it moves before then, I don't know, but that is my expectation for price. However, looking at the accumulation distribution, massive sell-off during Asia, and then also this was Monday, so futures getting clapped here from Monday, and then obviously today 80 is still looking firmly to the downside, already trading at the weekly S1. Very interesting, and I'm going to wait to see what we do within this Asia range. I'm not going to touch it as of yet. Technically it's a Monday for us. Nasdaq weekly time frame, let's quickly look at it. Weekly for me is neutral, Chad, and I'm going to tell you why. I would have been bullish if this weekly candle closed with a body holding that level, but here's my thing. The interesting thing is that there's a very good possibility that if this holds as resistance, this little level here, 18289, which is also the weekly pivot, it is very likely we can come all the way back into this range right here. So very interesting. One bearish weekly candle closure is not going to confirm the resistance for me, but just keep that in the back of your mind. Daily time frame for me is neutral as well. Why do I say it's neutral? Because we have rejected this on the daily. We have held this level here, so technically this becomes a extended range on the daily. This is almost 3, 6, 7 days worth of range where we didn't break out, we didn't break lower, so also still stuck in a range. Again, just looking back, purely breakout range, so could we expect the same here? Neutral on the day for me, bullish on the day for me due to the fact that we held this support area. No top wick, we've got that top wick to fill from yesterday's candle closure. Therefore, I am bullish on the day. 5 minute time frame, let's quickly grab a look here on the 5. Asia lows down here, give me 1 second. Asia lows down here, Asia highs up here, and weekly pivot down here. Weirdly enough, 80 is actually diverging. Chad, let me just show you this. I don't know, it's not really diverging. Yeah, it is. You can argue that if you look at this, Chad, I just want to show you this. Look at that low, look at that low, and look at the low on the 80. So there's definite divergence on the 80. Very interesting, guys. So are we potentially going to see a pop to the upside? And I'm going to say Asia lows have been taken. You've got 2 levels to monitor here going into the session. Potential longs from here, and then I almost want to say the safer longs above the daily pivot. And let's quickly look at what Asia did overnight. Just want to see what Asia did overnight. Give me 1 second. Nikkei closing relatively flat, up 0.09%, and then Hang Seng closing up 2.12%. So a lot of positive flows coming through China. That is one thing to consider. So, all right, could make sense that equities are going to run. All right, Chad, over to gold. Let's quickly look at gold. Weekly time frame, bullish for me. If you've been trading with us for a while, you know these breakout setups on the weekly. We were bullish on this week after that breakout. We were neutral last week due to the fact that I still mentioned we can go and fill this top wick on the weekly. And we actually did try and catch some buys on gold. And then again, just looking at last week's close, this is a pure weekly breakout. So if you were trying to sell this, I suggest you join the live streams a lot more, and you actually go and check out the Discord under the education section. This is purely just a breakout setup, already breaking last week's high. So bullish on the week for me. Daily time frame, bullish as well. How do I sell into something that's still moving? How do you stop a moving bus? You either need to put the brakes on, or you need to put a roadblock in front of it. But at this stage, nothing is showing me to sell as of yet. So I'm not trying to get a sniper entry on the highs. I'm purely looking to follow the momentum. I'm looking at the road of least resistance, and just looking at the daily chart, ask yourself, what is the road of least resistance at this stage? Look at this. How many red days and how many green days? Obviously it is up, so keep that in mind. Don't try and be a euro trying to catch those sniper entries for Instagram and post shit like working on the weekend by Future and Drake. Work during the week so you can rest on the weekend. Anyways, Chad, working on the weekend like usual. Asia highs, Asia lows down here, and I just want to get our gold grid on here. Some of you working over the weekend because you don't do your work during the week, and then you want to post about it with that song of Future and Drake. Oh, Chad, look at this. Holy smokes. This thing blew through our grids like you wouldn't believe. Give me 1 second. Just want to get some grids for us up here. I'll clean this up when Keegan is back. Keenan, I know of that thing you sent me. I must just go back and put it on here. Well, let's just quickly get the grids on here for gold. Give me 1 second, Chad. Let's just quickly do this. Let's just do this real quick. Just want to see where we are relative to the grid. Alright. Okay, I'll do the rest a little bit later. Let's just get the grids on where we are trading. Okay. Working on the weekend. Alright, Chad, so I am looking for buys. Big thing is now, where do we buy from? So you can see Asia highs have been taken, Asia lows untapped. 2250, I would love that. That's a big half round number. 2250 here. Why? Okay, 2250, 2247. So ideally, I want to see what gold is going to do here. 2250, and then even potentially here. You can still see that the 80 is bullish. The 80 is pointing up. The EMAs are pointing up. So everything is pointing to buys. We just want to get this pulled back a little bit. 2245, 2250. Continuation trades. We've got some range to the weekly high, 2265. So after the open, after the shuffle, if we hold here, we can start looking at some buys there as well. So gold, I'm looking to buy GU. We've got 12 minutes left. Let's quickly run through GU. GU on the weekly for me is bearish. Why am I bearish? We broke last week's low. We're already almost into a key zone, already moved quite a bit. Daily time frame for me as well is also bearish. Why am I bearish? You can clearly see here that we broke out of this little consolidation zone, and we are now trading below the 200 EMA on the daily. So just be aware, Chad, we can pull back to this area to come and retest it 12565 and then come down. But then also on the daily, we've got some key levels that we first need to break through. I don't know if some of you know Queen. I want to break free. I think this thing has finally broke free and it wants to move. But anyways, so bearish, neutral on the day. And the reason why I'm neutral is due to this massive move to the downside. And I'm expecting us to either pull back, and I'm saying expecting, not saying will, either to come and retest this 200 EMA on the daily, or even come and retest this breakout zone. So I'm not going to say I don't want to sell into this, but again, just purely understanding a breakout, there is going to be a retest. So just keep that in mind. And then for the Asia ranges, let's see where our previous Asia range, it actually feels like I have not traded in years, but I actually took a beautiful trade on Thursday evening when I got home. That felt very good. Okay. Asia highs, Asia lows. So 80 is starting, there you can see 80 is starting to diverge a little bit. Asia lows have been tapped. There's our half round number. I think that's also, no, that's not the 200 EMA on the daily. This is in a range. I'm going to wait for the markets to open and we will see where we are at that stage. Daily time frame on EU, also bearish. Weekly is bearish. Let's quickly look at the weekly. Already breaking last week's low. Already moving down quite a bit. Daily at this stage, I think we can easily push down to this level. That is that flat body support area there. Already breaking yesterday's low, so it makes it a little bit more tricky for us. And let's actually see 80 is diverging a little bit, Chad. Not trading above the 200 yet, but as you can see here, the low we created here, there is a slight bit of divergence. I would love some type of pullback on an NFP week. I don't expect it to just go one way. I'm expecting them to park it in a range for us a little bit. So Asia highs, Asia lows, and Chad, before I go, so I'm just going to wait and see how we open up. Maybe the London traders are also a little bit late this morning, grabbing their tea a little bit late. But I'm going to throw over to Keegs. Keegs, you still want some time, brother?
Nah, I'm
ready?
good to go.
Okay.
I prepped yesterday, brother.
All right, I'll do the yen pairs after Keegs. Keegs, over to you.
Right, guys. So, yeah, DXY, I am now bullish. Very, very simple. We've actually were bullish last week already. But obviously, we had this nice break out of this range over here. So, obviously, breaking through there with a nice hold with that bottom wick. So, very, very simple. We wanted to see that test here. Obviously, holding the weekly pivot for us. And then just absolutely starting to run away. I think the big part of this yesterday, guys, was purely fundamentally. So, you had PMI come out yesterday. But the thing was, why was it so strong? So firstly, it was a surprise. Markets weren't priced in for it. It was a massive raise to the upside. But also what made it very much stronger for the dollar was basically all its competitive markets were closed yesterday. So you'll see a lot of your Euro, GBP, USD, all had massive moves to the downside because, again, you had a massively strong dollar against basically a contestant with both arms tied behind their back. You're obviously going to win that fight. So obviously we are moving very, very much bullish right now. We do have this little bit of a gap here to the downside, but personally, if we are going to continue bullish, I wouldn't see a pullback anything further than that weekly resistance. So we could maybe see a pullback, obviously closing this little gap. So not really going for this one, but this little one over here, and going for that weekly resistance, even that daily pivot. and then obviously holding that to continue back if we are going to hold this bullish momentum. If we are going to go bearish, I could see that flip, but again, this is quite a bit of a pullback, so again, would be very hard for the bulls to kind of get back into power after that. But again, that's not really my outlook. I am seeing that strength come in. Obviously, dollar really starting to fall in line now with everything fundamentally and sentimentally, so we'll keep an eye out on that one. Going over to NAS though, NAS I'm in very much a neutral position, purely being, if we look at on the weekly, guys, we've actually had a very big move to the top side. Nice week where we closed bearish. My thing was, even though we closed bearish last week, obviously we don't take out a high or a low, so technically we normally like to call it an inside day. Now the first thing for me is now we're gonna have to start looking at a bit more of a technical area to see this, and we really are starting to become range bound over here. So we had these little rejection area which we finally broke, and we've been holding this as a multiple support. But the first thing for me that I notice is what I always say to you guys: if we battle to get away from an area, that becomes a problem to show us that price is clearly drawing pull to this zone. So even though we can't get away, yeah, we're going to take note of that. So if dollar continues, funny enough with NAS, I do see us starting to stair step a little bit to the downside. So what I would actually like to see, funny enough, is we could do something like this, maybe testing this little rejection on these highs over there, or lows, and basically even that EQ of the previous day, where we'll then flip and start going bearish to take out these lows and go down for this little support zone again. So when we start looking on the 15, you'll see it a lot nicer over there. Obviously Asia lows have been tested twice and held, so now we are right here. If we could get that little flip, kind of testing these little highs over there, getting this EQ and daily pivot, and then getting back into the Asia range, I'd love to see us sell off for that support and finally see if we can break that for the continuation to the downside. So we'll keep an eye out for that one. But I'm very neutral position on NAS, where USD I'm actually still very much bullish, purely being we haven't even had a bearish day. We had our bearish pullback and then continue to the top side, just continuing higher. So the first thing I do always like to say is, if we are going to sell, again, this is will only be able to confirm at the end of the week, but we have taken out the high. I always say if something's going to really reject, you want to first take out that high and then pull back, which on the weekly we are doing at this point in time. So if you look here, what happened, we obviously have this high over here. Then the second time around, we came up to test it, failing to test the highs, then getting our doji candle, and then literally turning around. So we can see this area starting to hold now for us. So what does that mean over there on the lower time frames? On the 4 hour, we have a lot of momentum coming down, hitting the support zone over here, where we're literally seeing market trying to have a little bit of a halt. But again, what I would like to see is very simple over here. Even though we are bullish because of higher time frames, on the weekly we are still neutral, because we could be seeing that finally rejection on US30. So the first thing I'm going to watch out for here is on this S1. Do we hold it? If we aren't going to break, I want to see a 4 hour closure taking out these highs and giving us something like a closure over here. Then we can see that continuation. So that will be a very nice buy opportunity. Otherwise, if we get a closure underneath here, I'm going to look for a retest and a sell off to continue lower. So again, I am seeing the buys, but this am neutral on the outlook, because this could be the time we start rejecting as we start failing over here. Then you've done gold already, eh, Chris?
Yeah, I've done gold.
Then going over
Sorry, Chad, just working on the week.
Going over to gold. We are still very much bullish, guys. I mean, look at this. It's been beautiful. It has been a bit of a hard time trying to really trade into this. We've just been continuing up at a very fast rate. But there's a lot that's obviously adding to this with all this shit that's happening in the world at the moment. So again, we're just going to take it as we can. On the 4 hour now, very simple for me. I want to see either we break these Asia highs, testing this weekly resistance. Otherwise, if we fall a little bit short, we can always see that turnaround. And obviously first target is going to be these lows here at 22.50, and then see if we can get a little bit pushed down for the lower lows over here. But on the 30-minute, what we also want to take note of is over there, you technically have this little break over here where you've started to form the structure point here. So we can take note of this over there. And we'll just keep an eye on this if it does start to hold, or if this area does become a little bit weaker moving forward. So we'll just keep an eye out on this one. But other than that, I do see us possibly moving forward. Obviously, when you look on the 30-minute, you do have these little areas here to take note of. So this is what we want to keep an eye on. If we maybe can get a break above here, definitely look to start going higher and have those buys. If we reject off of this and then get a nice close, I'll wait for the retest and then the sell off back for these weak Asia lows. So we'll just keep an eye out for what happens over there. But again, very, very much bullish. And I think that's it for so far.
Beautiful, Chad. Just the yen pairs to go through quickly. And Keek, sorry you missed it. I said the guys should stop posting working on the weekends like usual and just work during the week so they can actually chill on the weekend. Chad, I am neutral on the week for... I want to say neutral to bullish on UJ purely due to the fact that we've had this breakout. We already took last week's highs, but just look left with me. We are in quite a steep area for price to get through. We've had almost 6 daily candles reject this level. So it's either building liquidity to break through or it is a valid resistance level and we can start trading down. So 80 however is bullish. Daily time frame, the weekly as well. I just want to show this to you. You can see weekly quite a key level. How much time do we have left? 1 minute, and then we're opening up these markets. So real quick here. 80 is still bullish. Asia low is still untapped. Daily pivot there, weekly pivot there. Key level up here, so I'm just going to wait. GJ, I am bearish on... Am I bearish? No, what am I talking about? I'm neutral on the weekly. Again, we're still on UJ. What am I talking about? I am bearish on the weekly for GJ purely due to the fact that we already broke last week's low, so we're going to need to monitor that. Daily time frame, however, for me is also bearish due to the fact that we closed below the support area. And 5-minute time frame, let's quickly look at the 5-minute. Asia highs tapped. Weekly S1 80 starting to look like it's pushing bullish, so I'm going to monitor this zone. Chad, just want to say markets are open. First time back on the normal viewing time. Daylight savings has come and gone. Markets are open and in motion. Round 1 fight. Okay, that's GJ. EJ, last one for me. Weekly, very similar. Bearish as well, purely due to the fact that we broke last week's low. Trading into this massive resistance area. Are we going to pull back? Likely, could be unlikely, but currently likely. So daily time frame breaking below that support, already breaking yesterday's low. We've got some range to the downside to 161.73. Let's check the 5-minute chart. What do we have? 80 is still looking firmly bearish, and Asia has been not really tapped, so I would say still untested. Weekly S1, daily S1. Are we gonna try and bite the bullet, sell the lows of the week? I don't know, but Chad, markets are open and in motion. Hope you guys are ready, but we are going. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Asia range is still from 1 to 6. It's now from 2 to 6, my brother. Sorry, it is 1 to 6. What am I talking about? You are correct, my brother. It is 1 to 6. Is the grids round numbers? Yes, round and half round numbers. Fundamentally, what could be causing the bull movements? I think Egan mentioned it to you. Other markets were closed. Dollar was open, so... Morning, Chris. To all, could not use the code on Vault Fund. The card payment keeps freezing. Sorry, man, Jeremy. I don't know with which bank you are banking, but this week we are getting Capitec on board. Just need to test the ID numbers. Capitec is the only bank that requires a client's ID number before they can process the payment. So... do apologize, but we're gonna do some more Q2. Yeah, Chad, it is Q2. If Q1 didn't go your way, there's still 3 quarters left in this year, so don't be that guy that writes off an entire year based off 1 quarter. Don't be that guy that wants to start a diet on Monday, but you're still overweight on Wednesday. Start Wednesday. Stop that next week Monday stuff. Start today. I know a lot of us do that. Q1 is chalked, and now you're saying this year is chalked. No, things can change in a week. Things can change in a day for you. So let's stay focused, and also don't be that guy posting working on the weekends like usual. Q2 gonna be killed, this, that. No, keep quiet, get your head down, start working. Let the work you do and the fruits you produce do the talking. Less of this killing Q2 on Instagram. Like first just kill your alarm before it actually even goes off. This is real chat, Chad. This is real talk. I've been there. Talking a lot on IG is not going to put in the work for you. Keeks, how many people already?
Yeah.
Q2 going to be a movie, killed, murdered, destroyed.
No, these guys are, I don't know what they always do.
Oh, S&R. Sorry, man. Check the donor there. Bula, are you enjoying the Peach Nation? Vince, it's a lot, brother. I think I'm actually going to leave that group. Because, no, I'm kidding. The only thing is, I know some of you trading machines will phone me. Are you on that group, Geeks?
No.
Asking me, am I trading Asia session like what they did with Keeks, phoning him 2 o'clock in the morning. Keeks, are you trading Asia session? And Keeks is like, my brother. All right, chat.
I think that was the quickest I've ever blocked someone.
Yo.
I was like, bro.
Yo. All right, Chad. Let's start locking it in here. Gold. Keeks, you also bullish on gold, eh?
On gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. But I am aware of the sell if I can get it, but I am bullish.
Okay. 22.55. Ideally, I don't want to buy it there, chat. 22.50, 22.45. That is a level that I want to get. GBP. Oh my goodness. GBP USD. Big push to the upside. Half round number here. Let's see if we get that divergent pull. Very, very interesting. Yeah, they found Keegan. Not the Peach Army. Somebody found Keegan on Discord, eh? Discord or IG?
On IG.
IG, yeah. Keeks, I know you're working on the weekend.
Am I trading JPY CPR? And I was like, bro, are you mad?
Oh. The days are long, but the months are short. Are we in Q2 already? Yeah. Q2 going to be a movie. Chad, 10,000 subs on YouTube. I'm just putting this out here. We want to reach that in May. I believe what you put out is what you'll get back, and I'm just putting it out there for the universe to hear. I don't know what's going to happen, but 10k subs, I'm just putting it out. So I'm seeing it. Me and Keegan believe it, and we will definitely achieve it. So 10k subs. If you have not yet subscribe, hit that like button. That should be standard practice as you come in. Where focus goes, energy flows. So the focus here is just every day to be better, and I hope that's your focus as well. Then also, Keeks, I think this week or next week is our first podcast dropping with Top Trader SA. and then every week the after chat. But I will definitely let you guys
But
know.
this one's industry chats, eh?
Yeah, that's the industry chats one. That's the one where I was sweating bullets, Chad, sweating. It was a sweatshop in there. Way too much lights. All right. David Jones, the crypto king. Our WhatsApp group is disciplined. Hey, I think we must get Keegan on there.
I'm happy, gents.
Happy to not be on there.
Chris said he's gonna keep you guys well entertained. He's like, guys, you can't handle both of the G's, so we gave you Chris.
Chad, and then our podcast, we not this Sunday, but next Sunday will be the first premiere. Who did we have on first? Garen Rule, yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason for that is those podcasts are in post-production editing, and we want to do reels as well. So 2 weeks is more than enough for Mo to get the first one out. Eti Crypto got me after Chris's post on IG. What did I post? I'm in recovery mode, need to keep my head high. Alright, we all got the shock of our lives after Bula sent a message the first time. Keith, you should have seen those guys trading yesterday. I was like, boys, it is a long weekend. It is technically the first day of a new month, and these lads were throwing down, my dude. Shorting NAS, longing NAS. Keys, what are you looking at for anything looking good at your side?
Let's have a see it quickly. Nothing so far.
I might long GJ. I'm just gonna check this half round number. Asia highs
CJ actually does look good.
for the longs. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad, I'm just gonna set some alerts here. Could be the wrong move, but I'm happy to take a shot at it. We're at the weekly S1. So let's see if we can get a retest of this level down here. And then trade back to that daily pivot. Could be a very nice move. Set some alerts there. EJ still relatively muted. However, as mentioned, the 80 is starting to push up a little bit. Nothing clean there. UJ, UJ just doing UJ things, yeah. UJ, yeah, is this the high of the week, yeah. There's the high of the week. I don't necessarily want to trade that. EU, Euro, definitely the weaker one today between the two. Even if you look at Euro GBP, you can see the Euro dying off. So GBP USD as well. We've got the half round number down here. I'm just going to set some alerts. 2250. There. Alright, chat. So we've got some levels, and then gold. Gold. Gold, I'm gonna set some alerts at 2250 and 2245. 2250 and 2245. Keegs, the guys were asking when does the 2G's website go live. I said
We are making some progress there, guys.
okay. So
Once we have, I think, a few more meetings, we'll be able to give you guys a definite answer.
okay. Will the OnlyFans links also be on there?
Yeah,
Okay.
for the feet and everything, guys.
Okay.
We've got a variety of foot models for you guys.
We actually interviewed a few of the feet models in Cape Town. The guys actually think we're joking, kids. They honestly... Wait. Let me just... Mo, I don't know if you're on here. The guys think we are joking about where's Mo?
I don't think he's on.
Okay, he's got his headset on. I'm just gonna ask you. Okay, Mo. Just come and chat here in the mic. Okay, so Mo thought we were joking when we were there, but what did we ask the two? I'm not gonna say foot models. Just say what we did when we were in Cape Town and how it went down.
Yo, what's up, Chad? So here's what happened. I don't even actually, Keeks, remember this? You and I were sitting up, right?
Yeah.
Chris disappears for like 5 minutes. He comes back, and these girls are talking about, yeah, they're actually keen. They would love to get their feet on some OnlyFans accounts. And they were serious, bro. They're like,
Okay,
I remember.
What did I ask them to do?
To take off their feet. I mean, their shoes. Yeah. And they actually did it. And you guys said they had nice feet. I never saw their feet, but they did take off their shoes. No, I was busy, bro. But to be honest, yeah, that's something that happened. What else?
But it was only two.
It was only two. I remember them coming back and being like, we're serious, right? Like the one was like really adamant.
Which one?
The one in black.
The first one or the second?
Dude, I don't know. It might have been the second one.
I think it was the second one.
No,
Yeah.
that's Sarah.
No, you can't say names.
Oh.
You can't disclose the names here.
it's not.
Hey, bro, can't disclose names here. But yeah, we've got two foot models as well.
I know Caitlin will put her feet there.
Caitlin, we must still do a demo. Demo time. What shoes does she have?
She come back. Hey, we're not doing that.
We're gonna demo Caitlin later. She needs to show us her feet.
None of that. Don't scold Chad.
Yeah, I know. So the foot models are ready. Keegan will do the body shots. He said I first need to come and shave his bare legs. This man is still in winter.
Oh, it's winter time, bro.
You haven't shaved those legs, eh?
No, it's
Still-
winter.
still-
Who am I shaving my legs for?
Still berry. Keegs oiling up, yeah. No.
No.
This man is oiling up, my dudes.
I do not agree to this one.
And I'm starting a page called Only Dads. Where all the dads can come and share jokes. Right, Chad, looking at GJ here. Just waiting for that retest. Gold, very tricky at this stage. With the daily pivot untested, this 2250 is ideally where I want to see. This is the daily flip, however. I think Keegan's level is also very close to mine here, 2255. I actually think, Keegs, you mentioned you will sell if it rejects here, eh? 2255. 22.5.
Yeah. Yeah, 22.56.
Yeah. So we'll see what we get here, Chad. Then GU testing at 200. UJ looking very ugly. GJ is something I can work with. Euro JPY. Hey, Forex Insights getting weird, yeah. EU just broke berry structure. What do you think of longing? Hey, Mr. Moriani and Samani. Very few people knew that Mo's actually family of Musi Miamani. Mo, you need a retest here, my brother. Reason I say you need a retest on Asia lows. Here we broke back and then immediately closed back below. So here again, you're going to need to see some type of retest on the lows. Also, EU is the weaker one between GU and EU. So I would rather look to buy GU than EU. Mo, that's just my personal opinion, yeah. Chad had a discussion with somebody over the weekend saying that I hope TFT comes back, and I said very, very unlikely that they will come back. This is not a pause. If it was a pause, they wouldn't have cancelled all the agreements with their funded traders. And secondly, this is a cleanup operation. And I think if there's going to be some complaints to the CFTC, this thing can be blown out way further than the MyForex Funds thing, because they willfully closed down where MyForex Funds was still operating, and they got closed down by the CFTC and the Ontario Exchange Commission. So things are, I don't want to even, dude, don't even get your hopes up. I told Keegan, the way that I'm thinking this goes is Angelo is throwing everything now at Rocket 21, the prop firm where the head influencer is Angelo. Not Angelo, Alex G. And I think that's going to be his Russian roulette bullet, where he's going to either try and throw everything at that, because that community is mostly Spanish, because Alex G is Spanish. So maybe there's more to save on that side, because that hasn't been chalked. But I can promise you, if things don't turn up there in the next couple of weeks, Rocket 21 will be the next one to close down. Then basically all of his prop firms are chalked.
Do you think he's going to get through it?
No.
Oh, so don't.
No. I don't want to disclose too much, but I got some direct information from higher up over the weekend. Mismanagement of funds, let me not get too much into it. Capitec will go live this week, SNR. We had a call yesterday with the finance team. We just need to test the ID input field. That's going live today, a little bit later. Pull-up price can go full. Yesterday's daily wick fill on GJ. Daily wick fill on GJ. No, Vince, I don't know what you are referring to, daily wick fill. Remember, when you're trading a wick fill, you want to trade a wick fill in the same direction as the previous candle. Let's look at UJ for instance. Sorry, I think it was gold. this. So a wick fill, you trade in the same direction, not the opposite direction. So go check last week's analysis. I said we can go and fill that wick. So it's in the same direction. So that is when a candle closes bullish, but it leaves a big top wick. So where a lot of people will see this as a rejection, it's still closed bullish on the weekly, and that is a wick fill. So Vince, that I don't know what wick fill you're seeing on GJ. Yeah, there's no wick fill. That's too much fish over the weekend, my brother. I also had a lot of fish and calamari, but no wick fill there. Alright, chat, things are getting into zone, yeah. Yeah, Chad, and I actually over the weekend did reach out to some of the influencers out in the market where I said myself and Keegan will mentor them. We don't have to.
Reply.
No, I said we don't even have to make it public. And I said they can fly down. We'll spend a week with them. And honestly, it's not even a thing that I'm joking. And in the message I sent, because they're actually doing a disgrace to the trading community. Like, it's not even that I'm trying to take the piss out of them. I'm honestly trying to help them, help the trading community, but it's obviously clear that that money is the driver for them, and they'll rather harm the trading community, line their own pockets, than actually provide value. So didn't reply, but yeah, that is, I think they didn't reply because any reply they thought we all use on social media. Yeah, it's that checkmate thing again. Like, you reach out a helping hand, and yeah, and I honestly would have not made it public. I would have really helped gents, but yeah, the boys wanna keep going resistance and support. Using unorthodox trading strategies, Kicks.
Something like that.
Yeah. Do you think unorthodox means you flip a coin and then you decide on the day if you're buying or selling? Is that unorthodox?
Anything is possible with those guys.
Alright, Chad, very simple here. GJ, all we need is a break of structure here, then we're going to execute. So I hope you guys are ready. Neil van der Westhuizen, good morning, Nila. Hope you are doing well. GJ, very simple here. Keys, I actually feel out of touch. It feels like I've never traded, and it feels like I've never streamed. With all of these breaks in between traveling. I'm very honest. I don't think my body has got the capacity to do all of that traveling again. But I think what killed me was that drive to Bloemen back 2 days before the Cape Town trip. Chad, the last, I almost want to say 3 nights after we came back, like every night at 8 o'clock I was in bed. I was so drained and fatigued, you wouldn't believe. David Diakowski, good morning, good morning. feet have a weird influence on a GU buys after retest of the ash and of. Let's check here. Genre, this. Yeah, I would say not a bad idea. Only thing is this 200 is quite a key level here. And you can see previously this 200 is usually a dynamic support and resistance. So the fact that we're rejecting here, and then also you've got these equal lows down here. For some reason I feel like they first going to want to take these lows. I don't know why, but these equal lows are way too clean. Keeks, do you think Words of Wisdom, Omar and Paladin will survive this?
Yo, I don't know, eh? I think that gets quite interesting.
Because the people on Twitter weren't really very receptive of Words of Wisdom's apology. They even climbed into Jade Gap.
Yeah, I think the guys are like they're gonna feel the pressure now. Eh?
And you know what's the funny thing? Then you still have prop firms publicly saying, "Oh yeah, this that." Come to us and we'll do this and that. And I'm like, dude, these oaks literally just mauled the entire trading community.
Yeah.
And now you want to shill accounts to them. Like, can you not read the room?
Yeah, no, they're not doing a good job at this.
Turtle soup on GU. What? I honestly want to know, what is a turtle soup?
I was on about this the other day.
Oh, did you ask what is a...
Yeah.
Chad, let me know what is it. There's one guy on Twitter preaching everything is a turtle soup and it's the end all be all, but I don't know what a turtle soup is. So there's this one guy turtle souping like you wouldn't believe. I would love to know what the turtle soup is. So you also don't know the turtle soup, Geeks?
I remember they tried to explain it to me, but I have no clue
Okay.
what they were on about.
Who, the Chad?
No, when they were trying to explain it to me.
Who, the Chad?
Yeah. They were trying to explain it to me one of the New York sessions, and I was like, bro, I have no clue what's going on here.
Turtle soup. Chad, then this week you're going to see a lot of, actually for the next couple of weeks, a lot of improvement on vault markets regarding the trading conditions. So I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited about that. Chad, what are we doing here? GJ, Keeks.
I might take a buy, but I'm
Yeah.
actually at a buy limit. I wanted to pull back a little bit. I'm just working on my position, yeah.
I just want to see what do we miss out if we wait for the breakout. 3.9. Yeah, Chad, I'm not gonna. So I think I told you guys I'm starting to reintroduce the bullish engulfing. I actually took a trade on Friday. I just want to show you guys. I actually took a short here. Wait, what the heck? Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Friday, yeah. Friday was... Sorry, not Friday, Thursday. Yeah, here it was. So I actually took a short here on Friday. I'll share with you guys now. Took the previous candle high, engulfed the previous candle, and I took the short there. That's the one that you saw on my stories, and a 20 pip target there. Yeah. So this was a engulfing pattern there. Had a lot going for it. I think the daily pivot was there. You had that key level there. So starting to reintroduce it a little bit again. I told you guys there was a time where I didn't really like it anymore because there were so many times. So for instance, going forward, if this candle closes like this on a support, on a level that I want to buy, I'm not going to wait for the break of structure. I'm going to buy it on that engulfing candle. Only reason I'm saying I'm rather going to wait, because if this high was, say, maybe up here, then we had more range to target. So then I used this as my advantage point. But this range is so tight, I might as well. This is literally like 3 pips, 3.5 pips. So might as well just wait for this break of structure here. But if this range was, let's say, 10 pips towards the high, then I use that as my advantage point. So remember, this is the session high. Chris, do you use the quarter theory levels? No, not really. I know Sanos uses it quite a lot. So for instance, this is an engulfing candle. The only thing I would have loved is if this bottom wick took out the previous wick low there. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for this break of structure here. I think Keegan set a buy limit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, buy limit's basically on Asia highs. On that 190.410.
Okay, GU pulling back into that half round number Asia highs. Let's see what she does. So quite a bit happening here this morning, Chad.
I actually just realized something. I'm deleting that order quickly for now, purely because I just realized we actually have
CPI.
PMI for the pound coming out at almost 10.
So
I'm gonna wait just for more of a confirmation to really be comfortable taking this. Because if that comes out negative and this breaks into the range, then this thing could really sell off.
how long does it take to process withdrawals from Vault Markets? I'm currently with Quasi Trade. Vault Markets very quick, my brother.
Yeah, it should be a day.
Not even a day.
Like the same day.
Yeah.
Like I know if I like withdrew by, let's say 4 o'clock even, I had that money by like 8, 9 o'clock in the evening.
What is the biggest account of Vault Funder, and is it USD or ZAR price? Franco, please check the website, my brother. The link is in the description of this video. Everything is on there. Prices, everything. Very, very simple, Franco. Sorry, don't want to be that guy, but that is why we've got a website. So there's the biggest account. There's your price. The VF launch 35% discount code is still valid. And then 2 million, there it is, 11,600 Rand. So check it out, my brother, and hopefully you can... I forgot Edgar's Forex Insights. Hey, Ed, I must get used to not seeing Ed on there anymore. Day-night saving is officially over. Correct. Daylight savings is over. A very interesting question I got from the one guy saying, Keeks, listen to this.
Yeah.
He's like, he reached his daily drawdown limit, but he didn't reach his his overall drawdown limit, we must reinstate his account.
But so you're saying he reached his daily, but not the max drawdown?
Yes. He's like, I reached the daily drawdown limit. So we must reinstate his account because he still has 5% to lose.
Does he not get what daily means then?
No, exactly. I think he thought like it's like a game. So you get
you
another
kinda go-
credit. Yeah, you run into your daily drawdown limit.
And then tomorrow I can go again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Porsche, please email support@vaultfunder.trade. We'll help you with that. Is Vault Markets FSCA registered? Yes, Ashwin, they are. Paygate issues for Vault Founder is crazy. I don't know, brother. There's something to do with your bank then. If you're with Capitec, you are going to have issues. Capitec is not the greatest when it comes to PSPs. That's why they are not listed on OZAO. Capitec is a different animal. F&B, that's weird. You must just phone your bank and let them know. I think Keegan purchased the account now. Any hassles?
No. So my thing is I am FMB. My FMB, because of my like higher card thing account type, they're very strict on fraudulent activity. So I just have to let them know it's not fraudulent, and then it goes through.
Okay. Yeah, just contact your bank, guys.
The thing is, guys, what you have to understand is the company hasn't been around for that long. So when these big time of payments want to go off, and the companies don't really know these like pay gates and stuff, they'll be like, listen, that's why they pick it up as fraudulent. So you just have to notify it's not fraudulent activity, it is you doing it, and then they'll happily let it go through. All of the banks actually up their security on online fraudulent activity. Yeah. My banker guy literally basically told me that. That's why.
Did you use OZA?
I have used OZA before. That also works. That's no problem. Like no problem at all. Like that's straight goes through.
Credit card.
But if you use credit card or whatever, then I just have to go in, say no fraudulent, that it goes through. But OZA goes straight through.
Gavin Kemp, no. So phase 1 and phase 2, those profits are purely for those phases. So when you are funded, that you start fresh. So none of those profits carry over because that's part of the evaluation of phase 1 and phase 2. Weird thing, if you think back, some of the local competitors in the prop firm space, if you look at the FX Go Twins, their prop firm got clapped. I think it's called Express Funded. That didn't get off the ground. Then I think the other one was Mzansi Funding or Mzansi Trades. I don't think that got off the ground as well. And I had a chat with Keegan and I said, if you look at FTMO does not have any influencers on their page. They don't promote any influencers. They don't put the face of any influencer on their pages. The integrity of the business is built upon the service they provide, and that is why they've been around for 13, 14 years. So the thing with Vault Funder, I don't think we're going to try and push influence marketing. Because again, I don't want to disclose too much, but these influencers want their own conditions. Unlimited retries on a phase 2. They want live accounts, and my thing is you're asking that, but you want your trading community to go through a phase 1 and a phase 2, but you want to be in a phase 2 with unlimited retries. That makes 0 sense. And then you still get the backlash of the community that influencers get preferred conditions, which is not fair. So Vault Funder can rather grow at a slower pace with a much better business model where we know we can pay out all our traders. Everyone is cut under the same comb. There's no special conditions for anybody. You can get your affiliate code, you can refer people, you can get your commissions. Commissions are paid out the same day you can apply to be an affiliate. But all this, pay me that, give me a stage 2 unlimited retries. No. Yeah, Steven, that's why I stuck with my guns here. Otherwise, instant regret. Get Darren is good at... Dude, I don't even think he's good at marketing. Yeah, I don't even think he's that great at marketing. There's a difference between marketing and there's a difference between converting. Me and Keegan had that conversation in the office as well. You can have 5 million impressions and let's say your business sells t-shirts. So you've got 5 million impressions here. That looks great on your social media. You're feeling pumped up, all of that. And then in terms of conversions, you sold 5 t-shirts. So
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
that how do I get these 5 million people to actually buy t-shirts? That's marketing. Marketing is basically getting people to utilize your product and not just push numbers on your social media platform. Yeah, no, dude. The requests from some of these guys are quite unique. Been chatting to some of the prop firm companies as well. These prop review companies, and dude, do these guys fork in a lot of money? Some of them even asked like $20,000 to be listed on their prop review site. So you can't even trust these prop review channels because you need to pay to be on there. So they'll be like, oh, this company is great, this and that. But it's not a real prop review because you're obviously getting money from these prop firms. So obviously there's going to be bias. If Keegan pays me R500,000 and he's like, bro, please review my business and listed on your review site, then that's not an honest review.
Yeah.
Alright, GU dying a little bit, yeah, and GJ. EJ coming down as well. Gold still, okay, gold starting to make its way. Keeks 22.55. Are you gonna look at?
What's this gold?
Yeah,
22.
I think you've got
I
a
was
little
at
bit higher.
22.56, yeah. So this is the area now. If we start breaking above this, I'll actually take the buys.
Will you wait for a retest first?
A bit of a break and then retest, yeah.
Yeah, Chad, same here for me. You can see here multiple breaks trying to close above, not closing above, and then closing back inside. So I'm just going to wait for that retest. GJ off the table now for a bit. Let's see if we can hold this weekly S1. Also then get back above this 200 EMA. Not closing the idea of buying this. just stating that I'm going to need to wait for something more. And then GU, very simple. Session highs, if we can break above there, maybe do something like this, break above, get another candle to come down, retest that 200 EMA there on the 5 minute, and then hold it, and then something like this, nice little break of structure. Then I'm going to take these buys on GU, and that is, indices still within the Asia range. Nasdaq not holding above Asia highs, then taking Asia lows. Very, very tricky at this stage. Converting to sales is the trick, yes. Impressions is one thing, converting is another thing. EU setting up for a buy. Let's look at EU.
I'm raising actually of the GJ seller. Purely just going off higher time frames.
Oh, that it's over there to your screen. If you want to take the chat through that one.
Yeah, like guys, I'm just looking here at this. So you do have this pullback. Now my first thing is, so where this support also comes in is your fib over here. So if we're taking that from there to the move that started it to the back, you're literally on the 61, which is obviously very, very interesting for us. But the problem for me is what I'm having is that, especially with GJ, it's not a case of this was pound weakness. This was yen. And when we start going over to UJ is battling, EJ selling off still. So it's just a case of GJ trying to like hold out here. And now it's a case of when I start looking at it like this, and I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, you tested a zone, like a quick test. And the same thing I said to everything else is, if I'm going to sell off, I want to come back and just wick out a little bit of the highs and then start selling off. My thing is, if this really was going to hold, we're going back to the weekly supply, we'd want to start running and just absolutely going for it. Yet we're not. We're really battling around here. So literally, I mean, this 4 hour is going to close now at in an hour basically. If this thing closes bearish and doesn't start running away, there's a good chance now you've got bearish momentum. You've created a support here to trade up, holding this level, taking out the highs, and now turning around to come take out these lows and bring the volume to come break a support level. Just looks very, very good to me. There's just something in me that I'm seeing a possible sell, but I'm also not going to just jump at it straight away. But at the same time, the thing for me is just the buys. Like this thing, if it was going to turn around, it just should have been showing us something a little bit more than this. And when you start looking here in the 15, like I said, this is battling. Honestly,
overlap. It's a lot of overlap. I agree.
This should have run away. And when I'm again the higher time frames, you still very much in a bearish momentum. The 80 still very much bearish. So it's just there's something in me that's telling me definitely not trusting the buys as of yet. Because even when you do look at pound, like I said, that's yen strength, but pound as well is weak. When we look at what happened to it with GU. So, and this itself, pound is not fighting back. Pound literally has no sign of wanting to fight back. My first sign would be if this could break back above. But the same thing could be a fake out and turn around because you've literally consolidated as a support. This thing should have run away from the get-go. So, I'm not saying it's a sell, but there's just something holding me on the bar.
I agree. Chad, second day of the new month. It's a new quarter. You got to think like an institution. They obviously first sussing everything out, doing their planning for the quarter. Remember, these guys don't day trade; they build positions. So,
and my thing is also, sorry, just add into it is we've broken back into the Asia range, so we failed to break it, hold it. Broken back in, and now the first thing that comes to me is you've got those weak Asia lows that are untested.
I agree. Chris, what is your take on the FX goats as traders and their trading style? Gavin, I've got no clue as to how they trade. The first thing I look at from a trading influencer perspective is what is their loyalty to a brand. So you can obviously see these guys are shilling a lot of things. First, there was it Kwakwa, or I don't know, some other Nigerian broker, then a Nigerian prop firm, then Mzansi Funding, then their own prop firm, Express Funding, then XNES, then another broker. So firstly, I can see that they are jumping where the money is at. That's the first thing I picked up. And then the second thing for me is that for me is a big thing, Chad. Like, if you can't even be consistent with one brand and you just jumping from brand deal to brand deal, it just shows your character as a person. We've been approached by brokers as well. We've been approached by some big names in the industry, but we're not trying to jump at the next paycheck. We're trying to stay with a brand that's got the trader in mind, that's not going to try and push sales, but that share our vision as well in trying to empower traders. So yeah, we could have jumped 3-4 times at the next biggest paycheck, but we didn't.
Yeah, some of these guys, I actually forget like who they're with, because literally this week they'll be with a broker, they're the best thing ever, and next week they're with a new broker.
King Shack back in the house. Have you guys been catching the big moves on GU? We've been causing the big moves, King Shack. We haven't been catching them. We've been actually buying actual billions worth. Why do you think it's going up? I'm trading part-time because I work full-time. Which time frame between 1 hour and 4 hours the best? If you're working 4 hour, because you only need to look at the chart every 4 hours. Yeah, so FX goats, I can't really comment on, I don't know how they trade, what they trade. From what I hear, it's just simple support and resistance stuff. So maybe throwing a trend line here or there. So can't really say anything good or anything bad about them. Chad, I'm gonna. Oh shit.
What?
Okay, but I'm gonna rip it anyway. Chad, I took a buy on GJ. Right there. How much pips did I miss? Okay, 1 pip. That's fine. GJ. Okay, this is gonna be a very aggressive entry. Bullish engulfing. Trading back above that 200, and I don't want to see any candle. This is literally the hourly closing. I want to see a move up. Again, this is a very aggressive entry. Not for the faint-hearted, but again, hourly closing now. Just want to set my and I think we can at least, okay, we're gonna go for 1-to-1. There's that weekly S1 tested again. We made a session high, we pulled back into the zone, we held it. 80 is still struggling for direction here, but very simple for me. If this candle does not respect Asia highs, does not respect this 200 EMA right here, I'll kill the trade immediately. So very aggressive in terms of the risk management. So unless this thing just completely dies down, maximum risk maybe 3-4 pips. But this is the pullback here, potential 3-wave pullback, and this is our advantage point here, the session highs. I think this is 5 pips to, I actually wanted to catch it on the body. Yeah, 6 pips. All right, so that's the trade right there. Didn't open it up on my other account. Let's just open it up on both real quick. Again, very aggressive trade here, but let's see. As mentioned, any closures below here, just gonna kill the trade immediately. Needs to hold the Asia highs. needs to hold this 200, and it's either gonna be a beauty or it's gonna be a risk management trade. Did I pull my TP yet? No. Okay, let's see, Chad. That's the trade. Break-even point right here, session highs, and if we're gonna continue higher, we should just bust through this level, create a new high on the session. Looking on a line chart as well, let's just look at the line chart. You can clearly see, even though this is very overlapping, we've been taking out highs and creating high highs, high lows. So let's see 1 minute. There we go. Wet powder gang. Oh yeah, consummate traders. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Chad, 18 seconds left. Need to hold that level. Let's see if we can hold it. How's the hourly closing? Oof. Okay, let's see. 5, 4, 2. Okay. Giving it one more 5 minutes. We held Asia highs. I want to see this next candle start breaking to the upside. We held this level here, so let's see. Hourly closed bullish. Nice top wick to fill. Closed bullish above that area. That is the advantage point. So first 15 minutes can create a bottom wick on the hourly. And let's see. And then if this 5 minute closes below here, I'll kill the trade. This 5 minute here. Did you long it?
I did.
Where?
You. Open EU.
Yeah.
Bro, literally, I entered here, but it put me in here. I just got stuck out. I was up a comfortable $15.
Oh, but that's not a bad management.
Yeah, no, I was at break.
That wasn't a bad management.
I should have locked it in. What the fuck?
If EU holds Asia long, Asia highs, I think you could, but also that 200 EMA is an important level. Also, DXY needs to reject this level if you want to get those longs, because we've got two gaps open here. We've got the Monday opening gap. And then we've got the Tuesday opening gap, so we'll need to see. Let's just check what we do here. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. Let's see what we get. Need to hold this level here. But yen is out for blood. Might even not be able to manage.
I told
risk.
you, I just didn't trust the buyers very. I didn't trust it.
Now, the reason why I'm willing to give it a shot is due to the fact that it's Tuesday and we're trading at the weekly S1.
Yeah.
So, and also you've got this very, very clean move. I think this happened, yesterday. You had this very clean move to the downside. So it's that game of probabilities. You can, it's worth a shot, but also, like I said, this is very overlapping, so you run the risk of this going to the short side. But let's see. One minute 27. How deep are we in? 7 pips. Yo, what it? Oh, the PMIs came out good. That's very weird. The euro is selling off on a good PMI number. Chad, 55 seconds. The thing is, now the 80 has gone bearish. Do you close the longs and flip bearish? That's the question. Hmm. 33 seconds left, Chad. Check the 15. Oh, 15 seconds left. Can we hold it? This weekly S1 needs to hold. If it's not gonna hold, 80's gone bearish. Alright, Chad, killing the trade right here. Killed the trade right there. Minus 9.5. Yeah, for this to work, should have held this weekly S1. Should have moved up after this 3-wave pullback and did not get that. So I don't want to short here, if I'm very honest with you. Just purely looking at this move to the downside without any major correction. I think that is like the 38.2. I'll still be inclined to try and, yeah, that's the 38.2. Didn't even reach the 50. Daily pivot is untapped. So even if it moves down, I'm not going to sell it yet, the weekly S1. If I'm very honest with you guys, I'm purely looking for higher probability plays where it's easier for price to move up and correct than it is to go down. So worth the shot on that. GU currently holding above here. As mentioned, we need to see what we do at this 200 EMA. EJ just dying off with very good data. That is very weird. PMIs came out very, very solid. So Euro dying off the back of good data. I don't know if markets were expecting more from it. But DXY also back inside of the Asia range. So very, very interesting, yeah. Only way I will now look at potential longs is this half round number here. If we can break above 190.50, 80 starts going bullish. Otherwise, this thing can go to the short side. Not really interested. Chris, first stumbled on your videos when you were recording in like a library or office sort of setup. Love your stream, guys. Been here for months. I've bought a VF account as extra support. Awesome. Community lofts. If we hold above the S1, I'm holding my position. Nila, the thing is, it's still printing lows here. You can see we're still taking out these lows. So if you go on a line chart, you can see us still grinding lower. But yeah, I don't know, the
Did you
shorts.
stop or did you kill it?
No, I killed it. Minus 9.5 pips. It is still effectively very, very range bound at this stage. It's not very clean. We're literally at the daily open. So if you look at the daily, there we 2 pips away from the daily open. 2.6 pips. So we've technically created a big bottom wick, top wick, and we're back at the flip zone. So
But to be fair, when you look at yen did something. Because look at EJ, UJ, they've all taken shots.
my only thing with euro is back off that solid data selling off like this. That's very odd. That is very, very odd. UJ dying now. UJ taking some shots here. What is DXY doing? Oh yeah, look at this. Markets are very, very jumpy here. I'm in 2 cells with you. 2 lot entries. 1, 2, 55, 5, 1. Yeah, I don't know about the cells. As mentioned, we've got the AD diverging. And as mentioned here, if we can break, hold the retest on this 200 and then re-break again, I'll potentially look for longs here. It held the half round number here. Half round number held. So I'm not saying it's not a good position. This could be like the last fake out and it can come back inside of the range. But just purely looking at the AD, it's showing me that buyers wanna start stepping into the markets here. I'm just gonna set some alerts here at 190.50 if we get there. Nila, the shorts aren't bad, to be honest. The only thing is this is the weekly S1. This is the weekly low right there. So not a bad idea. Also now the 80. This could have all just been accumulation for the shorts to continue lower. So what you could see is something like this, where price looked like it wanted to turn around. There looked like it wanted to start curling up and then just died down. So you could definitely see the shorts coming into play. Keeks, your shorts are a little bit low, eh? Where your zone.
My thing is, I just want to see on GJ.
Yeah.
If this thing breaks that weekly supply, I'm happy. But at the same time, like if this 4 hour closes bearish for me, it's game on. So if we already start breaking, I could enter. Otherwise, even if we're above here, but we like consolidating still, but at the end of this next hour, we close bearish, I'm in on it.
Nila, yearly pivot. Love the VF conditions. By the way, funded 200k with another prop firm and can confidently say I'll keep scaling VF. I trust you guys. Awesome, brother. Yeah, the conditions are phenomenal. Oh yeah, look at gold, my bro.
I was literally watching broke, but there's no retest as of yet.
Yeah, this was already more than halfway, chat. I don't think I would have taken this. Yeah, there's literally 1.8. Gold weekly R1 already. Asia highs. Are we not gonna get this retest? Yeah. It seems GU wants to run. Nila, were you long or short on GJ? Yearly pivot at 12559 on GU. Let's quickly look at. I think I marked the yearly pivot. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, here's the yearly pivot. There's your yearly pivot, Chad. This pivot doesn't change. It only changes every year. So this pivot is valid for 12 months.
But at the same time, you see there are GJ starting to break that weekly supply.
Yeah, Nila, looking at this yearly pivot level, you're right. The ideal situation here, retest off this 200 and something like this. Where are we on the weekly? Okay, no, we're not at the weekly highs. Okay. GJ, yeah, there GJ. I can't really see, wait, let me see on this side of your screen. Oh, is that line your weekly supply? That
Yeah, 190, 350.
oh, there's that weekly support. Are you short?
Aye?
Are you short on it?
No, if we're going to retest now, I'll take a short.
Okay. Okay. What is US 30 doing? Gold, GU. Okay, Chad. Got quite a bit to look at here. Just want to set this quickly. Okay. GJ. Daily flip zone. Okay, this weekly S1 is at the daily flip zone. Very, very interesting. I took the longs on GJ when they engulfed and broke structure, but for me, we rejected major levels, possibly to trade lower. Yes, Neil. As mentioned, this was a very, very aggressive entry right here. The engulfing, breaking back to the upside. Technically, if you look on a 1 minute, you would have seen some type of break of structure. Yeah, there you've got it. There was that break of structure back to the upside. But then the thing is, after you break back to the upside, you need to continue trading higher, which we failed to do. So we traded all the way back down lower, taking out these lows right here. And at that stage, we killed the trade. Not really hopeful for the longs anymore. Again, if price was going to trade higher, I think we should have held this level here. Hourly, have we broken a previous? Oh yeah.
Alright, so there's our retest. And now I just want to see if we get a closure back underneath the weekly supply.
Hey. Wet powder gang, yeah. So we're agreeing we're leaving gold now as is. What are we doing on gold?
Bro, I need a retest. I can't do anything up there.
I think gold has been taking souls, my brother. I think guys still want to short this.
My thing is good also, if you're looking at like DXY, for example, for guidance, there's no way you would have taken that with gold. Like there was a massive bullish engulfing, then bearish, and now like it's all over the place. I mean, even NAS for London session. Have you seen what NAS has done? NAS has literally gone all the way to Asia lows and back above Asia highs in London session. Like, I don't know what these things are doing.
Chad, I can almost wait. Let me actually see the positioning here. Let me just see IG. I think everyone is still trying to short gold. I'm honest, back in the day, I would have. Kicks, you loved moves like this. Just
Yeah.
you think about all
Now you
the
want the pullback.
downside.
Yeah. Keegs will you. Yeah, these guys.
What does it say?
Well, I stream NFP.
He said if he can get his OnlyFans up to 1,000 members. Kicks, what is your starting price? $5, eh?
$5, yeah.
Do you get the feed pics included?
Yeah. The
Okay.
first one on the house.
Oh, weirdly enough, the client sentiment on gold is relatively mixed. Damn, I would have thought it's a lot more lopsided. But 54% of all IG's clients are net short. Chad, this is what I'm looking at here. This is the IG client sentiment report. So IG obviously quite a big broker, so they give their data. You can see 54% of their clients are net short, and then on the open interest you can see that the shorts have been cutting their positions. So 2% increase in the open interest. That means that people are still adding positions. And then in the weekly change, last week 8% increased their shorts while cutting their longs, but only a 1% increase in open interest. So I honestly thought it would be a lot more lopsided. Actually, I want to check the COT report as well quickly. COT report bar chart. Let's just see how the guys are positioned here. Not the core report, the COT report. Okay, that yearly pivot causing some trouble there for GU. EU a little bit volatile.
I think there's news now for the pound. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, 9 minutes, but it's all lower tier.
Yeah. But I mean, we saw what the PMI for Euro did.
Let's quickly check gold, guys. Let's quickly check gold.
The gold's slowly having a bit of a pullback. It's just in resistance a bit there to the left side. Previous highs. Who knows, guys? Maybe I'll start a bit early for NFP. We'll see.
Ooh,
Maybe I'm feeling frisky.
Chad, looking at the COT report for gold. So how it works is, I don't know if you guys understand the COT report, so I'll maybe give you guys a little bit of a heads up how it works. Keys, I'm just gonna put the temperature up here a little bit.
Go for it, brother.
So you've got your commercials and then you've got your non-commercials. So your commercial swap dealers, those are the guys that actually provide the positioning. And then you've got your actual producers, merchants. So if you think about how futures started, it started with grain. So the commercials, the red one, these are the guys actually not producing the gold, but these are the guys that actually mine the gold, sell the gold, all of that. So how the markets work is they obviously selling the physical bullion. So they actually sell gold per fine ounce. And how they do it is if price is trading up, or if they expect the price of gold to go up, they will build short positions to hedge the price of gold. That is how this works. So for instance, they're getting actually more for their physical bullion, but they have covered their position as well with a short. So this is technically how hedge funds work as well, where you try and stay market neutral. The idea is to make sure that, let's say their bottom line on gold is, let's say 20-25. If they can get that per fine ounce, they're happy. So they obviously have people working for them that build these short positions and make sure that they are always hedged. So for instance, when the price of gold is going down, they will start the actual bullion price, they will start building long positions for when that recovers. So when you look at the COT report, it is always important to trade opposite to what the producers, merchants, processors are doing, because they are technically hedging their bets. That's why you'll see on this chart, as they built their short position here, look what the actual price of gold did. Here you can see started building short positions. Look what the price of gold did. As soon as they started cutting, their short position started building more towards the long side, gold came down. Here you can clearly see as they started cutting their short positions, gold came down. So you always trade inverse to what the commercials are doing, because always remember they are hedging the actual price of the asset. So at this stage, it is still looking relatively bullish for gold. Wow, look at EU. Let's quickly look at your dude.
Pound's actually holding on there when you look at what happened to EJ, EU, even UJ as well. Yeah, so pound's actually fighting a bit here.
You don't short something pumping like that. Yeah, Garen, we talked about it this morning in the breakdown where I said path of least resistance on gold is up. Nothing as of yet showing me. And Keegs, I think we actually talked about it, that we said we are going into a multi time frame bull run. If you look at the previous run we had, so we also talked about all of this liquidity building up here, and at one stage that is going to dissipate. So if you go back years ago, 2016, I caught some of these moves here. Again, you had all this build up here, and at that stage, I think it was 3-4 years worth of price trading against this level. And once we broke through there, price started running. Only thing is, how do we get involved here? Okay, chat, GU, let's see here. Ooh. What is EU doing, bro? I think there was some comments that came out, because for that thing to die like that. Look at this.
Oh no, that thing is like getting a beating.
Okay, Chad. Keegs, have you traded anything yet?
No, I wanted to, that GJ looks like, because I'm waiting on the 15 minutes to see if it holds below that weekly supply now. But obviously, literally gonna have that news coming out as well. So I think we'll just take a reaction after that. Otherwise, there's nothing really that's looking good to me.
Mastery Manifest, the only code that's still valid is VF launch. for the 35% discount code. The Easter code has come and gone.
I feel like we were talking about the other day, where it's like now I'm looking at the charts and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at?
Ed, for you, you can just do like the, what do they call it, the vetting. So we'll give you a free session then with the feet. Keegan said something about his feet is very hairy, and I think the chicks dig it. Like a lot of that hair toe, like those hairs on the big toe.
You gotta grow them, guys. That's the secret.
That actually look like it actually looks like a little mustache growing out of your big toe. Keegs said something like the chicks dig that.
Yeah.
Like Caitlin would sometimes straighten those toe hairs, actually create like a little Malay for the toe.
See, that's what we talk about when you south down under, guys.
Nasdaq, as mentioned, I am bullish on the day. So there's that daily pivot. With how it has been trading, I think you need to be ready to take a few haircuts on your way out, because we've taken Asia highs, we've taken Asia lows, we've traded back above the weekly pivot, we're trading at the daily pivot, so we've tested Asia highs.
I think it could be quite bullish, eh?
Yeah, I am bullish on it. So I'm going to say if you can get a break above here and hold that daily pivot, I think you can get something out of it. But you would need to hold this level and then break above there. So this becomes key now. You've already covered this hurdle. Now it's just the next one. US 30. Asia high still untested. GU. Yeah, GU as mentioned. I want to see what we do here. DXY. Yo, my dude. Asia highs, Asia lows. It is a tough day out here. Tough day to be a sailor. Chad, I'm going to throw over to Keegan's screen. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick, Keegs.
No problem. Yeah, guys, honestly, I'll say gold. That was my first in the break, but we never got a retest, so that's off the table for me. GU running. So GJ, like, that's what I'm waiting for, yeah. I'd like to see a bit of a break showing. It's just kind of there for you to start breaking that structure to the top side. Other than that, guys, this is like the only thing that's really there for me, if I'm honest with you. GJ, oh, hold on, it's half past. What did the stuff come out as? It all came out higher, so that should be good for the pound. So let's see what that can do. Should all be pound strength. So we'll see what happens there. I'm just checking something. Yeah, going to the chat. Tilda. I don't know. You guys have to explain that to Chris. GU. Yeah, so GU might have that break now. Yeah. I don't know about GJ, but GU looks good to have that break. EU on the other hand, absolutely dying. Nas looks good, and USD actually, but I just don't like trading them pre-New York. That's my thing. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think what's better, guys. USD or NAS. Personally, I like USD more.
You like US30 more?
Yeah. Just there's a lot more of a bullish outlook on it. Compared to if I'm looking at NAS.
US30.
NAS is like very messy where USD is like straight. Pump in, has its pullback, hold the support, pump again. Yeah, USD is actually looking good to me. Based on your hands this week, yo. Anyone joining the open game at obviously this Sunday? Just got hands on G. Yeah, with the geeks just there, it's really been clean, yeah.
Okay, so there, GU. 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 UU. What do we do with this? Session eyes. DXY is still within the Asia range. GJ coming back with a vengeance. Pound news came out relatively solid, even though it was lower tier, Chad. Yeah, very, very interesting. Holding that weekly S1. GU, Nila, are you going for this, my brother? Doesn't feel right though. Oh yeah, yes, that. No. No. So yeah, sorry, Chad. This is that 200. This is the 200 daily EMA. Reason why it's important, I've shown you guys on previous streams. Let me just show you, especially on EU as well. This 200 daily, a lot of times, if you go back, is an area where support and resistance can be formed. So you can see here that 200 daily, there's usually big moves that happen after it's either rejected or it's tested. So that is why if we close below it, I'm very, very careful as to what we do there. So that is why I say trading into a level like that while the momentum is down makes it a little bit dangerous for me. Not saying trade can't work, but I think you've got like 2 pips. Yeah, 2 pip advantage point. Yeah, I still like the buys purely due to the fact for that pullback play, something like this. What is up with this one playlist? So if I can get something like that, and then US30, I think Higgs likes the Asia high buy. Nasdaq, as mentioned, we needed to hold that level, then break up. But yeah. So let's see, Chad. Let's see. Keeks, this I didn't realize that song we listened to when you said it's an anthem.
Oh yeah.
The lyrics is a little bit heavy. Like the lyrics is a little bit heavy, but that it almost sounds like you know when you do a school at school.
Yeah.
When like you do a creed.
Oh yeah.
Chad, yeah. Here's that song. Just PG. Don't let your children watch. But this song. Definitely an anthem, bro.
Bro, you must see the videos of this thing at concerts. It is insane.
Way too rich to drive a road. Made a milli out the stove. She like to put it in her nose. Pretty bitch with white toes. I done put on all the bros. I done put her in the rose. I done put up in the ghost. I done reached all my goals. Yeah, yeah. Pull up with Yeezy and dollar sign. I'm all about business, I'm man of man. Pull up in the trees like Caliban. Pull up with a rocket like number 9. I don't want your hoes. Young nigga reach all the goals. Let her suck the dick, said she was a pro. She scrape with teeth, I'ma tell her to go. Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick.
That Creed. Is there a clean version of it?
I don't think so.
Because the entire song is yo. You have to repent after listening to that song. You've defiled your it's Kanye, T.Y. Dollar, Cardi B. I want to see if there's a censored version.
But that is, oof. You can get worked up for that song.
Bro, I think one of those big schools are gonna do something like what they did with Drake's one song.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna bring that in somewhere, 100%. Chad, GJ. Okay, so GJ taking the long route. I'm still open if we can hold this level. If we go and hold this, then yeah. But again, look at the 80 now. The 80 is now diverging to the downside. So a little short. Did you want to sell US30 gigs? Somebody's saying...
No, I wanted to buy it.
Oh, okay. TY Dollar Carnival. So you say the guys go wild for it at the...
Crazy, bro.
Who is this TY Dollar guy? Is he the fat white guy? Chad US30. Okay.
Yeah, these markets are aggressive this morning, eh? They all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down.
What is DXY holding a key level now at Asia lows. EJ, what is EJ? Chad, I'm gonna be very honest. A very, very aggressive play. So this is the weekly low. This right here is the weekly low. This is also the daily low. This is also the session low. A very, very aggressive play on EJ would be if we can hold this daily S1, we can hold the weekly S1, and we can do something like this. I'm not saying I'm looking at it purely due to the fact that if you look at Euro GBP, Euro is very weak. But if you consider the fact that if you look at price, here's my thing. So from here to there, price created a new low on the day, but look at the 80. The 80 did not create a new low on the day. So keeping that in mind, I'm just saying there is potential And with GJ, however, it created a high. But look at the 80. We've constantly been trading down on the 80s. So, yeah, I don't know. This thing is stuck in, what is this, a 20 pip range, 18 pip range. I'll also rather wait for, I think then we'll have basically a full day's worth of trading going through the ropes, Asia, London. I think everybody's getting settled in for Q2. Hey bro, this vape. I'm gonna kick this vape very, very soon. As soon as I'm starting to run every day, this vape is gone.
I think that's gonna be so weird seeing you without a vape.
Yeah, I think no, it actually adds no value. That's actually how I quit smoking years ago. Started trading for Iron Man, and then I was like, so it's gonna make me fitter, healthier. And it was like, no, okay, stop it. I think same with you, Keeks. Once you start trading at a certain level, you rather looking at something that's gonna increase your performance than decrease it. So at a stage it's still manageable, but not ideal. Still better than 6, I have to say. It's definitely I'm not saying it's healthy, but Chris, when will Vault Fund have bi-weekly?
After your first payout.
No, it's bi-monthly after your first payout.
So that's the same as bi-weekly.
No, bi-weekly is
Every 2 weeks.
middle of the week.
Okay, no, we've always known bi-weekly is every 2 weeks.
Oh, no, that's bi-monthly, yeah. So the buy is 2, so you divide whatever time frames after that. So bi-weekly is basically midweek.
Alright.
King Shaq, not at this stage, my brother. That's one of the reasons why TFT is not around. I've said it so many times. If you understand the business model of prop firms, for some of you don't know, haven't worked in the insurance industry, think about it this way. Think of a prop firm as a short-term insurance company. So how does a short-term insurance company work? Short-term insurance company pays out claims. So on this side, you've got everyone paying their monthly premium. Very simple, and I'm very open about it. There's no need to try and shy away. I don't know why guys shy away from the real fact, or why these CEOs don't just tell the people this is how it works. So on the one end, you've got your premium payers. Everyone pays their monthly premium for the short-term insurance. Then your short-term insurance company, they have what is called a risk pool. So that is a pool of funds. Because here's the thing, everybody that's paying their premium every month, not everyone is issuing claims. Not everyone is in an accident every week. So you still pay that for the odd chance that you are going to need to be paid out for an insurance event. And that is exactly how prop firms operate. You've got everybody doing the challenge with a small percentage getting the payout. So what happened with TFT is this risk pool, you need to make sure that your risk pool is big enough, because let's say in the odd chance that 90% of your clients do have a claim, you can't say, oh shit, sorry, we can't pay your car claim out now. We first need to get more premium payers. No, you need to have sufficient capital. That is why they've got actuaries, people that know their shit, making sure that the risk pool is big enough. And that is what happened with TFT, mismanagement of funds. And this risk pool was not big enough, because all of a sudden with this DX trade, all of that shit that happened, what happened here, guys, think of it, insurance cancelling their policies. So now all of a sudden, this input here is not enough to match the output here. And if your input is low, the focus shifts to your risk pool. And that is where you need to make sure that you can pay out the traders. And I will be very honest with you, if Vault Funder ever gets to a stage where the risk pool is not big enough, there could be a stage where we don't accept any more new challenges, purely due to the integrity of the business. Because why would you take on more risk if you can't even cover the risk on this side? So now you're taking on more risk on this side, but you can't even cover this risk here. So that is where you need to be big enough to say, like, listen here, we're going to halt account purchases for a month for the integrity of the business and for the integrity of the funded traders. And this is where these guys went to Turkey, got hair transplants, went to Colombia, all of that, because they've got zero business acumen. And I can guarantee you not one of those CEOs have an MBA. And I'm not saying you need an MBA, but there's certain things you learn in that MBA environment, certain business fundamentals that you need in business. And unless you don't have that, and unless you don't learn it the hard way, you're not gonna learn it on the fly when everything's going well.
What do you think should happen with top tier?
Q Banks is
Yeah, him and Anthony.
bro, here's my thing though. There's a difference between being a good marketer and being a good businessman, and especially when it comes to a financial institute. I don't know, what's your thoughts on it?
I don't know, hey. My thing is, there's a lot of guys that have spoke like very well about them, but at the same time, I know a lot of guys that have issues, a lot of guys that couldn't get payouts. There's been a lot of problems, so it's like a very 50-50 for me.
Rush, that's where your risk pool comes in. So you've got enough funds in the risk pool to cover your obligations. But the thing is, if you're still selling challenges and traders pass and get funded, you're just adding to that risk. So that's why I'm saying your risk pool, you need to have big margins. Genre, I don't know about the sales, my brother. It has been up and down. Nothing here for me, even if it breaks above here, the 80. I'm looking at EJ maybe as a last gasp here, but also not looking great on the hourly. So very high potential that I might not touch anything. I'm gonna look at this. Only thing is the hourly is closing in the next 7 minutes. Geez, I'm sad with Riz of Word of Wisdom. Tried prop firm and his brand took a knock. Bro, the weird thing is the one influencer we chatted with actually bought an account after chatting to Paladin. and then got clapped. No, the guys. So I actually went over the weekend over all of our books on VF, and we had Vault Funder also. Here's my thing, and I'm very transparent and open with the community about it and with the business. If you think about it, a prop firm is nothing different from a brokerage. A brokerage also works on the thing of you either put that risk through to a LP or you cover the risk on your own. That's what the ODP allows you to do, over-the-counter derivatives provider. So the thing with the prop firm is I went over the books and I checked if every single funder trader we have got made an average of 7.5%. So I'm talking about every single guy that got funded with Vault Funder, if every trader made a 7.5% return, so that is basically considering he's not making 5%, he's not making 10%, he's making right in the middle. Would Vault Funder have been able to pay out all of the traders? And we would have been able to pay out all the traders. Then the second thing is considering at what margins do you need to operate in terms of your book. So what I've calculated, and this is not, I've never operated a prop firm or all of that, but just purely looking at financials and looking at certain liquidity ratios, in essence, you need 37% of your actual open book risk. So what am I talking about? So technically on a prop firm, your actual capital is only 10% of what the account size is. So if your account size is $100,000, technically your open book risk is $10,000 because that's what you can technically trade with. So if you wanted to fund these traders in a real world environment, you would only put $10,000 at risk. So now taking that, let's say your book, sorry Chad, I just want to see EJ, I've got my eye on him, let's see. So let's say all of your traders collectively on your book is, let's say, $1 million. Is $1 million. You need to have 37% of that in capital stored away. Don't touch it. That's your required liquidity that you need in your risk pool. So what is that? So you technically need to have $370,000 put to one side. You don't touch it because that is the probability of the amount of money you've got on the open book that you might need to pay out. So unless you've got that, you are not sufficiently, I don't want to liquidate, that sounds like a smoothie. You are not sufficiently capitalized. Capitalized is the word. Is that the right word? I think it is. So $370,000. So these guys operated without actually even knowing what their liquidity ratio requirement is. And that is an ongoing thing. So words of wisdom, wanted to be part of the cool crowd, yes. Social trading club, I don't even think that Wish DJ Khaled knows how to calculate the budget for his own finances. Yeah, I agree. You guys know Andrew? No. We've chatted, but I don't know him personally. Forex Funder, stay away. Forex Funder, big scam. Enlo Willemse, unfortunately, you're getting clapped, my brother, with the Forex funder. They haven't paid out Shaquille. I think if you go on IG now, Shaquille's still hopeful, trying to get a payout. He's not going to get it. Millennial FX, baby. No, the Forex funder, I can 100% say biggest scam out there. Yeah, Vince, I did say a lot of shit's gonna go down. I don't want to be that guy, but Keeks, what did I always say about TFT? Keeks knew. what was my, even from last year, what did I say about TFT?
Nah, you didn't back them. You said there was something like funny going on there, and you just, they weren't doing things the proper way around.
I told Keeks, like, I know they're big. They were the second biggest, but I told Keeks something just doesn't sit right with me. That the Angelo guy, his attitude, the stuff that he was saying on Twitter. I told Keeks, like, I'm like, bro, they big. They second biggest player, but something's just off. Bro, FX Goat's prop firm is chalked. As far as I know, they don't even have a platform. Meta quotes chalked there, man. I don't even think they've got C trade or DX trade. So Keeks, you don't get a refund on that phase 2. You just chalked.
No, just chalk, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Just chalked with literally 3% left.
You guys should invite Andrew Tate. I think that's a tough one, eh? How do we just approach Andrew? Like, hey, bro. Keeks, I saw you had some beef with the founder of Top Tier. Bro, you have some beef. Did Keegan cause some beef?
I was just, oh my word, people got on about this. So, I was tuning him, like he's just going to be the next Angelo. And then he was going on about this and why would he do that. And
Who's this now?
me, because I commented on his thing just saying the next Angelo. And then,
on Q.
no, on Anthony's thing.
Anthony is a joke, my bro.
And then we were just like going back and forth, and I just said, yeah, like cool, whatever. And then that other little excuse of a man, Zaza,
Yeah.
came on there commenting about us. Yeah, this is what happens when you focus on so many other people. And then I was like, you know
wait,
what? Like,
wait, where's my phone? I want to.
no, me and Anthony even just deleted the comments because we were still chill. We were laughing at the end of it. That's why I'm like, there wasn't beef.
Okay.
Like we were joking around, and then like it was chilled after that. And then where Zaza and these idiots wanted to climb in on the comments, we literally just deleted it. But it wasn't beef.
Guys, I honestly, here's my thing, and I'm gonna be very honest with you when it comes to the prop firm space. I cannot comment on any of these prop firms. The only one I can comment on is FTMO, and myself and Keegan had this discussion this morning. There's a very good reason FTMO is still in business today. They have the most expensive challenges. They've got zero affiliation with any influencers. You won't see an influencer on their pages. That's the first thing. The second thing, they didn't try and do a 8% drawdown rule with 8% target, all of this and that. The model works. 10% is that's where the model works. These guys that brought in 12% drawdown, 8% target, all of this, like, that is what works. So if you go also according to who's running the business, unless you've got information on what their academic pedigree is, whether they went to a certain business school, whether they've run businesses, how long have they been in the trading industry, do they know about certain requirements, do they know how businesses work in terms of gearing with debt, with equity. A lot goes into running a business. And if you look at Angelo had zero business acumen, good marketer, good in all of that. But then my thing is, if you know you're not necessarily good at business, why don't you employ people? That business was generating millions of dollars every month. Build yourself advisors around you. Get business advisors, get accountants, get actuaries around you, and run the business like a proper business, not just a little pop-up shop. If you go, there's a black local businessman, very, very wealthy, billionaire, and this was years ago when I was still in engineering. We did a parking deck for him at one of his office blocks. That guy has got maybe like 5 accountants advising him. He's got business advisors. Even though he's the owner and CEO of his business, he's not trying to act like he's an accountant. He's still the CEO. He makes the headline decision, but he still has people that can crunch the numbers for him, tell him exactly what's going on in the business, and he can then still make the corporate decision. But now you've got a business like TFT that was massive, and you want to tell me you don't take the time and effort to build a strong strategic team around you. It makes zero sense. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Who's TJR? What do you guys think of TJR?
I have no clue who that is.
The one that ran away, Chad. I wonder who took this. I didn't take that. GU. TJR, I don't know who that is. Do you still have respect for Q Banks after he's met up with MC now?
No.
After everything,
Nah, I don't.
after that failed prop firm never got off the ground, chalking the lifetime signals, relaunching it.
There's a way to do things, and I think he's just gone about it completely wrong.
I took EU. Beautiful. I did take EU off the lows. And I honestly feel, Kicks, if Angelo, the right thing to do, if he saw things were going to shit, to rather pause purchases and said, listen here, we're going to liquidate the business. We're going to pay out all outstanding clients, all clients that still have challenges. We're going to refund all of those, make everybody whole, and then close the business.
Yeah.
That's not the right way, I feel, to do it.
No, they definitely didn't go about it the right way at all.
That's where I have to give credit to Ment Funding. Last year, he actually paused purchases for almost 2 months because they weren't sufficiently capitalized. And everyone was going on, and he said, listen, I don't like the guy really. I had beef with him years ago on YouTube, but I have to give credit to him for that. That was a big boy decision he made, and a lot of people criticized him, but I felt like that that was a bold call to make. Hey,
Yeah, it's one of those calls like you don't want to make it, but you have to. What do you think about a sell on UJ?
yeah, at this 200.
Yeah.
Yes, UJ is a beast. If you go back, yeah, look at look at this. UJ last. Did you see UJ last week? Look
Yeah.
at this mess. Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing. Do you have a level?
Nah, like I'm obviously just looking into things, yeah, but like when you look at the 4 hour, every time we have held this rejection, we've melted off. Now we've got that, and I mean we've made a little support which we've broken. I mean you look at DXY is looking actually quite weak now. So if DXY is going to go for these gap fills, UJ looks very nice for a sell.
Yeah, DXY is getting clapped now.
So like I'm thinking about it. If I had to take a sell, where would I have my stops? How big am I position am I looking at here?
Kiash, where did you take EU, brother? Give me. I think you can target this key level, yeah. Jamie Josh, how are you, my brother? EJ Flip, the one that got away. Chad, this is a beautiful, beautiful setup. My only concern was this was on the close of that hourly. So the hourly literally closed here. So I wouldn't have done anything differently. Valid setup though, as mentioned. 80 diverging all the way from here. You can see the 80 was diverging. $107,300 was my entry. Let's quickly check. Oh, so you caught it here on the Asia's. Definitely go break even by now, because remember this 200. And then I want to say, yes, dude, I almost want to say you can target here, my brother. That's the weekly S1. And if you look at all of this clean traffic here, that's close to the 50. Let's quickly take a fib from these highs to lows. Yeah, that's the 38.2. Yeah, you can target that weekly S1 easily. I would say if you can't get through here, if you start rejecting here, take your profits. Don't be greedy. Otherwise, this weekly S1 107.53, 100%. 100%, that is the level you can target. This playlist. Pound, yen. Yeah, I know. Okay, this only moved. What is this? 10. Kiggs, anything else you're looking at?
I'm just debating if I'm going to take this UJ, but I'm like just trying to work out like RR, would it even be worth it?
The ranges are quite tight.
Because like when you look at like even the higher time frames, where you'd aim for before you're going to hit like traffic.
Had a good idea on GJ Chad at GJ bars, even though it never hit, it would have never hit our full stop. It only technically went 11, 12 pips into drawdown. I would have never held this, if I'm honest. So I know some of you will look back and say, "Oh, Chris, why don't you hold it?" Remember, the advantage is in managing your trade, and obviously when when you go into buys, you don't want to see lows being taken out. You want to see highs being taken out. So I wouldn't have done anything different. I know a lot of you would think back and say, oh, Alex G, set and forget. No. Set and forget is the biggest cuck I've heard in my life. Not set and forget. Set and forget is a marketing tool. Enter your trade, manage your trade. That is the key. Believe me, if I had to set and forget, I would most likely be back at a desk job. That's why I miss Chris. Set and forget. I know Carl's also against the set and forget. I don't know if you saw his story post. No, it was also like the set and forget is like the biggest load of bullshit. Yeah, here's my thing, Keegs. If you think about it, we trade real market events, and there's real things happening in the market.
Yeah.
And there's data coming out. So it's almost like you enter, and it's like whatever data comes out, whatever happens now, I'm oblivious to that. I'm just gonna go on with my day. Where you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's almost like saying, oh, the road is straight. I'm going to close my eyes, take a nap. The car can just go straight. Whatever obstacles come in, I'll just ramp over them. You can't. Gideon, thanks, my brother. I want to thank you guys. We want to thank you, the community. I don't think we say it enough. But you guys is what makes it worth it for us joining it every day, seeing the growth. You guys see the good, the bad, and the ugly. We actually spoke to Jared, a guy in Joburg, motivational, not Joburg, Cape Town.
Yeah.
And we said the big thing, the big issue in the industry is everyone wants to put up a very polished facade where we can laugh about a loss, we can laugh about a tough time, because we're not trying to portray this perfect lifestyle. We're not trying to show you only the wins. There in that one podcast, Keegan talked about a tough time last year. I've talked about tough times in my life. Nothing is polished. And that is why whenever we get invited to a podcast, get invited to a platform, there's nothing we need to hide, because we've been open, we've been transparent. All of our live streams are here. You can go back to the very first one. We have not deleted one where we lost, where it's like Daniel Savage. He only saves the live streams he won. That's why there's only 3, and deletes the other ones. No. That's why if Keegan goes onto a platform, somebody asks me about Keegan, I don't have to phone Keegs. Keegs, what did you tell the guy? Did you say okay? Oh, so you said you try. Okay, go wait. Yeah, no. Keegan did say he actually trades 40 million rand live account. Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah, Carl James.
Our boy. Our Benoni boy.
One and only Poloni from Benoni. Now living in the Serengeti state, selling courses and signals. No, I'm kidding. Great having like-minded traders and friends in the industry. Much love, gents. Appreciate it, Garen.
G's another one.
G will be the first pod out. People can say whatever they want. We're blessed with the absolute best in the 2Gs. Thanks, Etienne. Yeah, we're not necessarily the best, Etienne, but we try and be the best. I think without a doubt, Keegan is the strongest trader in SA. Like I'll put that on a check and take it to the bank.
I think Edgar will give me a run for my money.
Yeah, but he's not a trader though. No, I'm kidding. It's like, damn, this guy. No, I'm kidding.
I think there's possibly like certain movements I'd beat Edgar in. If we're going straight powerlifting, I'm like, damn, okay.
No, it is.
But if we're going like a few more functional movements, I'm gonna see Edgar like hip thrust.
As a hip thrust.
I don't know.
Bro, that thing will hip. Edgar will hip thrust like 700 kgs. Bro, but how do these little chicks put on like 150 kgs and they like hip thrusted like it's nobody's business?
I get like 100 kgs on and I feel like my hips are about to break.
Jav in the house. Have you guys congratulated Jav on getting funded?
Yeah.
I think next week's podcast we're gonna have the old faithful, myself, Keegan, Jav, and Mo, just chat a little bit about Q1. Yeah, Jav breaking that mental gap. We actually had a chat and sorry, Keegs.
Who's Victor?
I don't know who's Victor. It's Jav will tell us who's Victor. But myself and Jav had a very serious conversation where it comes to leveling up in certain mindsets. And I told Jav, like, what's holding you back from getting funded? Because on his live accounts he trades well, but as soon as he gets to the funding stage, and all I did was I didn't change anything in terms of what Jav was doing in his trading. I just said, Jav, I'm going to be your accountability partner, and what I want you to do is every single trade you just send me your journal. And it's not like I'm trying to baby Jav. It's just that thing of having a accountability partner. And just even in life, let's say for instance, myself and Keegan, we are accountability partners, and Keegan says, hey bro, I'm struggling with X, Y, and Z, and I'm his accountability partner. And it's like Keegs can come to me and say, bro, I messed up, or this or that, and we can chat about it. But just Keegan knowing that I'm there for him, not in the manner of like trying to school him, just that he knows like somebody out there is looking out for him and he needs to be better because he promised me to say like, Chris, I will do X, Y, and Z. That change makes a massive change in your mindset. That's why I fully believe in accountability partners. And that's what we do here on stream. Keegs will call me out if I take a trade, and he'll be like, bro, but this is not according to your plan. What are you doing? And then I need to be man enough to say, Keegs, I had too much pizza last night, and this is actually a pizza trade.
I could just see how many guys are sitting going, what the hell's a pizza trade?
Yeah, that's when you have too much pizza and the indigestion forces you to take a trade so you can run to the toilet. I don't trade to add days to my life. I trade to add life to my days. Hey. Keeks, next road trip, where obviously we're not going to beat the road and we're going to be back to regular, but
Yeah.
for the next 2Gs travel pod, where would you like to go, my brother? Dubai?
Yo, hey. I don't know, bro. If we're doing pods, I don't know about Dubai. It's hot there, bro. we battled in Jersey. I don't know about Dubai.
I'm very interested to see the top traders SA1, if you can see like the sweat spouting out of my forehead.
Yo, Ombide's gonna have to do some proper editing there.
Chad, so I felt very cock. I was the first guy that had this very comfortable material couch. When I stood up, there was like an imprint of sweat like on the couch, and Keegan was next, and I said, Keeks, bro, I apologize. Like, I sweat on that couch like it's nobody's business. And then after Keeks was done, he's like, bro, Mobile, we'll get you a new couch because it looked like we did like a heat workout on your couch. So if the guys from Top Trader, if you guys are watching, I'm more than happy to replace that couch because we sweat on that thing, my bro.
Keeps just the longs. Yeah, it looks good, bro. Like I am looking at them. I don't know. I don't like trading indices like London session, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, the one-on-ones, Vince, we'll start with them next week. This week is obviously a short week. We just want to get all those pods out so we can actually make a note, Keeks. Just make a mental note, me and you, just so we can do those one-on-ones. And then I think we are good to go. Neil, you've got my number, brother. I'll be your accountability partner. Eti wants to grab a session with Keeks. I can't really see Etienne's profile, but Etienne also looks
He's
like
a big boy.
he's
a big
He's
boy.
a unit. Is he on IG?
Yeah.
Is he?
Etienne's a big boy. Hold on.
Wait,
We're
let me
gonna shock Chris a bit, yeah.
Let me see Eti.
We got some units in the Peach Nation.
Is Eti a tank?
He's a tank, bro.
Ah, Eti, you tank, my boy. No, man. I just saw I can see a little bit of the profile picture.
He's a big boy. Where?
Into, I think it's because it's demo, so they'll put like 100 million.
I'll
in
send
the
his
demo.
profile to you, bro.
I don't have my phone. Can I check
Oh.
it by you? Sorry. Hey. Hey, Eti. Yes, my bro. Is this Eti?
That's Eddie. Eddie's a big boy.
Bro, Eti's biceps like bigger than my head, my dude. Yo. Yo, Chad, no, Eti is
He's a unit.
holy smokes, my bro. No, jeez. Eti is a tank, my dude.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Damn, no, Eti, when the merch comes out, we'll definitely need to get like a 7XL. Yo. Sheesh. No, guys, Eti is one of those guys that will look uncomfortable behind a PC. Hackies?
Yeah.
Those guys that are so big that it looks like he got like a mini PC, but it's like a normal keyboard. Alright, no, Keeks, you guys can smash out a session. I'll go for my run. I'll go for a run.
He's a big boy.
Oi, okay, now we've got some tanks here in the chat. Holy smokes. Eti, the young tank.
AT, I have to ask now, because I actually noticed now you're an old pole boy. What position did you play in rugby, bro?
I think flank. That's a flank build there. Maybe 8th man.
Because the thing is, I don't know how big you were in school. So that's the only reason
that looks like that 7 flank.
I'm
build.
saying 7 flank.
Yeah.
Unless he was maybe a little bit smaller in school, then maybe like a center. I don't know how fast you are.
Inside center, damn.
Did you say? Hey, there we go.
So he's like a Luke McAllister type vibe.
Hey.
You remember Luke
Yeah.
McAllister? Jeep, dude. Quad City.
Ah, we got some monsters here.
No, the boys don't play around here. Yeah, no, Nila, these boys are serious. I sent Keegan this one meme. Well, I must find it. Wait. Where it's that Vince McMahon interview, and it's like when you go to gym with your bro, and like you're doing one of your top sets, and Keegs is like, leave it on, leave the weights on. I'll warm up with it. Bro, I'm doing a heavy set, and Keegan's like, bro, you can leave it on. I'll warm up with this for a bit. I think that breaks you mentally.
Yeah, that does some damage.
No, leave on the weights. You're like, oh, Keys was like, clear this for you to warm. No. I'll maybe add a little bit for my warm up. Sure, bro, we've got a. I think we can have like a solid club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played lock. I think I still have some. I still have my big. Years ago for the Varsity Cup, they printed these big banners, back your boykies. Other day there at home, I found mine with my face on it. And they gave that out on the days. I think Elswick kept one. Back your boykies.
I don't really get one of those. We're going to put it up here in the office. Chris says when he's about to take a trade and see it there above him. Back your boykies.
Boykies being backed.
Yeah, the gold's just going there.
Yeah, I think the guys are still trying to short. This thing is. I think once they stop shorting. I want to see if I can find some action photos from the rugby days. Keeks, but you're still young. I think you'll still be able to play a game.
Yeah. Funny enough, we were talking about it this weekend. I'll say no, like I'd smart to go draw the game again.
No, my body is too old, bro. I think I'll get cracked.
Like I know I'm gonna feel it afterwards. But
Nah, I think if one of those young guns crack me in the short rib, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, my bro. That way you look to the one side and your short ribs open and they chalk you. Keeks, but you were one of those aggressive sprinters, like.
What do you mean?
No, like you get guys that run like the way you run, you're like ready to like run over people. That aggressive running. Like knees high, like you're either gonna get clapped by a knee or Keegan is gonna hand you off. So it's either a knee or a hand off.
Yeah, no, well, to be fair, so when I was still doing sprinting, my coach always said like I'm a power runner. Like I run through my legs. But yeah, Roosh, I was a wing, brother. wing, and then I played a bit of outside center, and then at provincial levels I played a bit of fullback as well. But no, I always was, bro. I'm not even gonna say this. Like, I'm not saying this in a racist way now, but like a colored wing is gonna step you. Like a white wing, I'm running over you.
Oh
Like
my
if I'm gonna
goodness.
try and step, I'm gonna step over my own feet. Like I'm gonna fall over my own feet. Like it's not gonna work. There's a little binner beta, see you later, but that's about it.
Banner beta, see you later.
Yeah, bro. Gotta show the guys a little goosey there. Using keys, dude. Nicola went to Paul Ross. Was at the institute.
Chad,
Yeah,
Chad,
I do,
sorry,
brother.
Chad, sorry, man. I went into the future and I took a selfie,
What?
and this is what was produced. Chad, that is me. 75 years old, my bro. Chad, that's if you try. Chad, a lot of NFP will do this to you, my bro. Keeks, that's low-key what I'll be looking like in, what is it, 40 years
Bro.
from now?
There's an actor. I'm trying to think you look like.
Yo, my bro.
What's his name?
Yo, my dude. Chalked, Chad.
You look like the typical Afrikaans dad right there. That's gonna be on the side of the rugby field.
Chad. What an app. That was an app.
Oh.
Yo. Somebody threw something away in our office. With all these fruit flies, yeah. Something is... did you never do that face app thing?
I can't think now. I don't know. Whenever it comes to like those filter things, it's always like Caitlin just puts it on me sometime. I don't have them. Oh no, that was good.
Yeah, Chad, trading is easy. Look how young it's made me look there.
Bro, this has been a painful session.
Oh yeah, Chad. I think I told you guys when my ear wasn't off. Just scrolling through photos. Yeah,
So that's something we are allowed to put on.
I think you can. yeah, chalked in or off. There it was. Basically straight through the cartilage. I think it was 63 stitches, like 35 inside the cartilage, and then to like get the ear together again, it was like 40 front and back. Oh, yeah, here's a photo that
Oh. Chris Ford Tyson.
oh, yeah, we played the Sharks. This was... We played... Look at that unit there.
You look like you fighting for your life there. You look a bit out of breath.
Sure, bro. The Sharks were tough, eh?
Nah, they're always a hard game. They're always big and they're always physical.
This was against Midlands. Chad, just look at your boy there over the whitewash. Young try there.
Who's that?
Me.
No, man, who are you playing against?
Oh, it was Midlands Academy.
Oh.
And then this one was against the Bulls Academy. I don't know why I don't have a lot of photos here. This was against the Bulls Academy. I don't know how these guys got me in the air. Like, There's that guy I told you guys, Tembelani Bowley, that played professional.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Chad. Those were the good old days. Raga. Would you do anything differently if you had to go back in your rugby career?
Yo, I don't know. Yo, I really don't. I don't think so.
Yo, I still have this photo, Chad. Both my eyes were chalked. That's why this one eye droops. This thing was open like a burger.
Bro, I literally have almost an identical photo to that.
A
But I saw
little-
the front. I was gone.
Yo, Keeks, look at this hairline, my bro. This was how many years ago? This was 2008, matric. Look at that hairline. Still some acne.
Man had a mop on his head then.
Bevan Fortuin. Yes, I love this guy. Bev. Yeah, this was the Australia Springboks game. I'll never forget it. I think it was not Larkham. What is the... is it Curtly Beale?
Yeah.
In the last 2 minutes, started a penalty and we lost. 2008. This was 2008, June 11. Springboks, Australia in bloom. Yeah, I'll never forget it, my dude. Yeah. Let's see. I think we lost with 2 points. Wait, is it? Wait, Chad. Final score. No, man. Game 8. Oh, yeah. No, half.
Oh, yeah, that thing's saying we pumped them.
No,
53-8.
No, that was game 8. Let's check here. Was it the Tri Nations? I still remember we lost in the... Oh, hectic. Yeah, you can check the games. 2008 Kings Park. No.
There's Free State there. 4th of September 2010.
No,
and we
this
lost
was-
there by 2 points.
No, I was in matric that year, but I still remember it very clearly. Yeah, that was July. Anyways, yeah, we lost in the... I think it was either Curtly Beale. No, but it's Larkham. Yeah, Larkham was fullback, eh? Stephen Larkham. Stephen Larkham. 49 years old, yeah. I think it was either Stephen Larkham or it was Curtly Beale.
I
Pumped the
think
penalty.
Curtly was playing fullback then.
I'll never forget it. So there at Free State Stadium, so the main stand is here, and we were sitting in this corner right here on like the 22-meter line, and the penalty was like, yeah, boom, slots it, Murte. Actually drove up for that one. Is there another test here in SA this year? I think you said New Zealand in Cape Town, eh?
There's 3. So we got the whole island series.
Are we
And
going to go
then-
up for one or not?
I'd love to. We got the whole island series,
I
and then
think we
we got
need to.
we got Portugal and Georgia as well. So there's
Okay,
five
no,
games.
I wouldn't travel for that one.
Now the Portugal or Georgia one, they still fight and see if either we get in it or if Durban's getting it. I think.
Hey, Chad, look who's in the house, celebrity.
Oh.
Chad, I'll be back, and then we're gonna chat to our celeb, the main man, the one and only. No one like him, Rydal Fix. Some of you say Rydal Flicks, but it's not Flicks. We're not flicking here. It is fixed. I'll see you guys now.
Oh.
Keeks, over to your screen. I'm just going to pee quick.
Nah, perfect, brother. Yeah, guys, honestly, DXY really hold on to these lows, so I don't know if I'm going to take anything still for the rest of this London session. There's honestly nothing really. But yeah, oh, Mr. Ronaldo in the house. Ronaldo, bro, you don't understand how bleak I was, if I didn't get those Gatsby's. It was honestly a hard sore, bro. Hey, the Chad, welcome, my boy. My apologies for not being able to say my brother. I'll make it up to you, bro. No stress, bro. I know it was the emergency, so nothing wrong with that. Yeah, cause bro, even though you can get Gatsby's EMP, it's not the same, bro. Nothing's the same as Cape Town Gatsby's. And the funny thing is, Cape Town people don't seem to understand it, eh? Like when we were there at the office, we said to the guys, "Yo, like you bring me a Gatsby," and they're like, "A Gatsby?" And I'm like, "Yo, what the hell you mean a Gatsby?" And it's like they were honestly confused at me being confused that I wanted a Gatsby. And it was like this little stare-off moment. And then I was like, okay, well, we're going to get you Nando's. And I was like, okay, bleak, but alright. But yeah, like, it always amazes me that these guys don't get, like, what a flippin', how good a Gatsby is there. Bro, if you can make a proper one, and you open up your 100%, you're going to make money. 100%. I would honestly be shocked if you didn't. Let's just bring this up here. I'll make that a smaller. Yeah, so who's there? Vince, the FBI. Hey. But yeah, guys. Again, I'm not gonna try to force anything. Yeah, honestly, US30, we've been wanting the buys. We just can't get that break over there. DXY, like I said, just will not give these lows up. Gold was beautiful, but never got the retest. So it's just been one of those days. Trying to see what we can get in on, yeah. UJ literally breaking this little interest support. I'm actually gonna even delete that. Oh. Yo. Yeah, after this long weekends, guys, my body's chalked. I'm coming, bro. Okay, I'm sorry, pull something. Hey. Yeah, bro. I think again, like you make proper, yeah. Like I'd rate it would be successful. Like that would pump money, bro. Maybe I'm gonna talk to Chris. We're gonna open up a Gatsby joint. We just need to first get Chris to have one, cause then he'll invest, bro. I don't think he even understands how good a proper Gatsby is. That GJ actually ran, eh? GJ and GU, yo. Well, EU's making a comeback as well. Who was in the chat, guys? One of you took EU. Who was it? EU, EJ, you guys took. I remember someone said they took the EU longs from the lows. What's dollar? Like literally still fighting it again. I took EO reshows you, okay, but closed out. Oh, alright, brother. What was your target? A 1-to-1? EJ. Which EJ looking on the higher time frame? Yeah. One to two. Oh, okay.
Rydell's still in the house.
Yeah, he's still here.
Is he still here?
We're busy planning on opening a Gatsby place here in PE.
Yeah, Chad, unfortunately, as mentioned, Rydell, personal circumstances, family comes first. He had a family emergency. Rydell, I apologize for not even getting back to you, brother. Keegan will tell you, most enjoyable and toughest 3 days of our life.
Yeah, no, that was a grind.
Shooting, was it 8 podcast episode? I can't even remember, dude. It was literally back to back. Then still had an accident with the car on our way back. It was tough. What is a Gatsby? My apologies for not being. No, man. It is no stress. No stress. Oh, and we've got a Rydell fix parody as well. Hey, the Owens. Rydell, just one question. You don't have to answer here. As your broker partner honored your deal, have they been honoring their deal with you? You don't have to publicly state here. You can DM me. But I just saw some of your story posts. So I just want to make sure the Owens honor you. You know how I feel about the certain owner in that company. So just please let me know. Some people forget that I've been in the industry very, very long. And if they are not honoring you, I can very, very quickly send you a FSCA article regarding that man. But let me not go that far. Okay. No. Just ever, Rydell, if anything ever goes south, my brother, I will give you a quick hit piece and a little bit of a background on that story. But let me not open up those graves now. Let's keep those graves closed. But yeah, you can just let me know, Rydell. I'm there for you, my brother. 2 gentlemen in that. Yeah, let's just keep it there. But like I said, Rydell, you can just chat to me if things ever. Here's the thing, Chad. I could have. Yeah. Okay. Let me rather just stay quiet. Yeah. How's the car scene in P? Would a vehicle accessory shop do well? We only have auto styling. What would you say, Keeks? Vehicle accessory shop?
It depends. We have, I think, like 3 or 4. Probably 2 are the main ones. Honestly, it always comes down to also what your pricing would be like. That's the thing with PE. Your pricing's got to be competitive and cheap. compared to this isn't Joburg. Like you can't come here and
Open a race.
and charge crazy prices. And I know again, we won't assume it's crazy prices like proper car guys, but your normal guys, you're gonna get your quantity of sales from. They're not gonna spend an arm and a leg.
I think if you sell VW. No, Tepo, the thing is just I've dealt with I've cut my teeth in this industry, so that's why when I see the younger guys, like I've been there. When I see these younger guys trying to float deals, this and that, and I'm like, hey, my guy.
Most common cars, GTRs, Golf Rs.
No, 100% right. Like I said, if anything, if there's ever any issues, I will just point you in the direction where you can put some heat. I'm not saying that's not how I do business, but I'm just saying this industry, my brother, Chad, this is a ugly industry. Josie in Cape Town saturated ASF. I just realized again over the weekend I need a bucky, my bro. Then I didn't need to put that flamingo on my aunt's roof.
You just gotta withdraw some more of those demo profits then, brother.
Yeah. Chad, we're thinking of a meetup in coming weeks. I think most of our... Okay, aware, Radl. First time here, y'all are doing the Lord's work. GG, Savage Society, appreciate it, man. Really. And we thank the Lord for giving us this opportunity. I was thinking about it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before that? Sitting in church. We are privileged and honored to have a platform where we can share with you guys. Gigs, I think we sometimes take it. I wouldn't say we don't ever take it for granted, but I think it can very easily become to that point where you're not happy with the numbers, this or that, but you forget that there's an opportunity to help people. Then your wife wants to clap you for buying filter. I think I told the story when I put a filter on my wife's car, but we were still dating back then. The Australian knows demo profits not mess with you that you're making all that money that you'll never see in your bank account. I think Into thinks you're serious. Okay. No, man, Into, you've been here long enough to know when Keegan's joking and
it's a wild west out here.
I'm fully convinced now, Keeks, our fellow brothers in Christ have somebody watching our streams every day.
100%. Oh, they even watch it.
After that reel.
That's the entertainment while they sit at the coffee shop.
Because for them to make reference to that, obviously they had to be on the stream or somebody had to listen. Oh, influence. Uncle Ruckus. Do you guys trade synthetics? No, we just go to the casino. Much better. You actually get drinks in the MVG lounge. You just go like this. They bring your drinks, and it's actually a lot more fun than trading the synthetics. Can you withdraw in USDT from Vault Funder? Jean-Lee, only thing is your profits will first come to me. My debit orders will hit and what's left will go to you. No, I'm kidding. You can't do... No, you can't do crypto, Jean-Lee. God first, then profits will follow. 100%, brother. There's a verse in the Bible where it says, build first my kingdom and then I will build yours. Build my house and I will build yours. So, fully agree. Bible also says that he will provide your need, not your greed. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have a lot, but I think we've talked about this where if everything you're doing is only about yourself, very, very narrow, small-minded vision. But if your vision entails more people than just yourself, your family, your friends, your community, then obviously God will bless you. But if it's only about me, myself, and I don't know. Yeah, mods, can you just get that guy? I'm new here, geez, keep on doing it. Yeah, Etienne, just use that hammer on Vince. Just time out, Vince. Mods, can we please just make work of Vince there? Just bring that hammer of authority down. But again, guys, very, very careful to try and use your faith to sell to people. That is why I didn't talk very openly about my faith up until I had the call with the gangster pastor, Andy Steele Smith, that was on Wide Awake podcast, the pastor that's been ministering for almost 27 years in gang areas, drug areas. And I chatted to him and he said, Chris, you're going to be open about your faith. And I told him, like, I don't really want to, because we're in this financial industry, a lot of people throw their faith out almost as this tokening, bargaining card, like, oh, this guy is a pastor, or, oh, look at the beautiful Bible verses he throws out, and he must be legit because he's using the, look at that beautiful Bible verse he's throwing out. And you guys know we're rough and raw here, and I think it was Paul that said he's the biggest sinner, the chief sinner, and I'm that guy. And I don't think Keegan is perfect either. And there's also that verse that says, where sin abounds, grace abounds even more. So I'm very, very aware. I'm not trying to put forward that I'm this perfect Christian, but we try. And that is why every day is a new day, and every day we walk out our faith and we work out our salvation. I don't say anything, Rush. You want to get me now into trouble, yeah? You want to get me in trouble, yeah? I don't say anything. Let me... not every Sunday, King Shaq. I would lie if I say I try to go every Sunday, but with the kids sometimes it's difficult. The church we go to is not really that big, and the kids' church, it's a very older congregation, so there's very few people with children, but a very solid church. It is not your new age smoke machines, motivational preaching. Your business is going to flourish. You're going to be healthy. give your 10% and you're gonna walk out and things are just gonna explode for you financially. No, it's none of that fluffy stuff. But see gold, gold is now pulling back. I think we basically done for the session, guys. If you didn't catch anything by now,
yeah, Vince, bro. So my thing is, clearly he's blocked Chris, but then like we said, that obviously he used me to kind of see what we're doing and what's up and stuff, and then we see their stuff. So of course when I saw it, I was like, you know what, I have to like this one. So he knows that I saw it.
Oh, we're right. I'll listen to it now. But yeah, Chad, I just want to put that out there. When it comes to faith, again, not perfect. Again, am I going to swear sometimes? 100%. Am I going to make mistakes? 100%. Am I going to try and scam people? Absolutely not. It's just not in my character. I've told you guys before, I would rather give to my own ruin than try and take. That is just who I am. That is unfortunately maybe why I've not progressed further in business and in life financially, but that's also fine. At no stage, people that have been working with me, that have been surrounded with me, can attest to that. I'm not here to try and make a quick buck out of anybody. To the contrary, I'll rather give than receive. And yeah, that's just my heart. And again, not giving to receive, but like the one guy asked me on WhatsApp and he wanted to pay money for the merch, and I said, no bro, I'm sending it to you for free, and there's a reason I'm sending it to you for free. And he was like, no, he wants to pay. And I said, bro, we are in a sowing season. We are sowing seeds everywhere where we go. The channel, the interactions, there comes a time of sowing and there comes a time of reaping, all in its time. So there will be a time where we can launch a business initiative and it will be an overnight success. Why? Because the seeds have been sowed and it's been watered for many years. And again, we're not trying to eat the seeds. The thing with these influencers out in the trading industry, the seed that I have to sow, they eat that seed. And then they wonder why nothing grows.
Yeah.
We haven't been eating the seed, we've been planting the seed. So the guys shouldn't eat the seed. What a Tebza, how do I see what Tebza say?
Just ask you, can you get free merch?
Alright, okay. So Chad, I think back to regular viewing, we are back to the early morning session, which I feel is beautiful. And Keeks, I think right idea this morning. Like I mentioned earlier, we took the buys here. Wouldn't have done anything different. EJ also on the close. Remember, if you go back on the stream, I mentioned the divergence. There was a beautiful break of structure. It was holding the S1. My only concern was it was on the close of the hourly. Second day of the new month, new quarter. So don't stress too much, guys. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. Keeks is on deck at 3. Keeks, any closing remarks from you, my brother?
For me, I think it's good to be back, not having all these interferences. And I think not only do we have the strongest community out there physically, but we've got a solid community. I think that everyone has learned to do things the right way. So we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and we're just gonna keep putting the pressure on these clowns in the industry, and we'll show them what it's about every single day.
Chad, really appreciate all of you. Thank you for. I think this was one of our longest streams, but it feels good to be back. And Chris, are you open to investments like opening a Botswana branch? King Shack, what's the color of your money? I'm joking. No, King Shack, we can chat. Guys, we need to sort out Keegan's set. It looks like he's sitting on the ground. I don't know. Where's that camera?
Up there.
Is it up there? There's a black curtain there. It looks rough, Chad. We'll sort that out. So, what else? Plan about to land. We'll see you guys at 3 o'clock. Beautiful session. Unfortunately, minus 9.5 pips. Right idea. The buys didn't play out. Gold. What is gold doing? Gold is pulling back. DXY doing a lot of things. But yeah, Chad, that is us for the session. And we will see you guys 3 o'clock. Peace and love, baby.
Empty hearts and neon lights.